along with Nikita Komarov and Novikov, and then up front it'll be Mason Yops, and along with Noah Ostlund and Anton Wahlberg. We'll have more of the information here pregame for you tonight. Blue Cross, the Amerks, and the Rocket, and this is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Back in the Blue Cross Arena tonight, the Amerks and the Laval Rocket about to go at it. Tonight's starting goalies brought to you by Wegmans Meals to Go, delicious meals delivered. Kind of got confused a little bit as to who I thought the starting goaltender was going to be tonight. They have gone back to Caden Primo, who led the regular season in the American Hockey League. But he has got one loss in the playoffs so far. That's his playoff record, and giving up a 3.22 goals against average. At the other end for the Amerks is Devin Levi, of course, winning all 3 games that he had in that series against the Syracuse Crunch, and currently leading the American Hockey League in the playoffs. Tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Nissan. Choose Nissan today for great offers. The most exciting lineup ever. Shop NissanUSA.com. With the keys, here's Andrew.
Don, I think the first thing the Amerks need to do is just show up. They've been off for 13 days. Laval hasn't played in 8. This sort of mini vacation is over. They need to make sure they're in postseason mode, not off-season mode, and don't make mistakes against a team that during the course of the regular season made you pay for it with putting the puck in the back of the net.
Here we go, the Amerks wearing the dark blues, shooting at the net to our left as the puck at center ice along the far boards. A scrum there. It is poked to the Rochester blue line. That gets stood up. Harvey Pinard able to slide it around behind the Amerks net. And back chipped around the far boards, but not out. Shot around behind the Amerks net over the near wing, and that's in the end of the rink to our right. Popped up in the air over the blue line, and ahead to center ice comes Jobs. Leads the charge to the red line. He'll flip it in deep, chasing after it. Wahlberg on the back boards. They get crashed up into the corner boards, and Lindbergh digs it out. for the Lindstrom, that is, for the Rocket. Pass along the sideboards, picked off there, and dumped around behind the Laval net by Kulik, and is turned the other way. Once again recovered by the Rocket, pulled out to center ice, and they stood up at the blue line. Nice job by Rathbone getting in the way, and the Amherst recover the puck in their own zone. Here's Kulik, quickly turns up the left wing, in over the blue line, takes a wrister in, grabbed by Primo, and he holds on for the face-off. Again, Primo led the American Hockey League during the regular season with an outstanding record and 1.96 goals against average, a 21-2 1-1 record in the regular season.
And the thing is, they are deep in goal. To be honest, Don, there was a part of me surprised Jacob Fowler didn't get the start because Caden Primo's lone start in the playoffs last round against Cleveland was a loss. Fowler came to this team out of Boston College at the end of the season, went 3-0 against the Monsters. They are just a very deep team in between the pipes.
Long shot from out top, just missed wide of the shot from Rathbone. Tripped up and taken down the corner. Rochester player pulled down. Tripping will be the call. First penalty of the series coming up right here, and that'll send the Rocket to the penalty box. It'll be Mailloux for tripping.
Well, one of the things that is interesting about Laval, not only were they the best team in the AHL, they were first in points, first in wins, first in penalty minutes too, Don, and special teams could make a massive difference. It certainly felt like it did in the Syracuse series. Amherst scored power play goals, 3 of them in that 3-game series, but Laval took over 1,100 penalty minutes during the regular season. Amherst have a chance to get on the board, and doing so quick here in game 1.
Puck dropped out, top shot. That one bounced away, might have hit the crossbar. Everybody thought it was in, but it's deflected all the way back down into the Rochester zone. Dumped down on the backboards. Power play brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. What a shot. As the puck now carried up ice and wide to the left side, in over the line. Rusek gets a return pass. On the near boards, he'll slide it around behind the net of the far wing, where it's kept in now by Kulik. Gets frozen to the boards, and now that's pulled out over the line by the Rocket up ice. Dumped in on goal, grabbed by Levi. He'll play it aside. The Amherst have it. Spinning around, Rusek will drop it back. It's a return pass. Now feed to center ice, but off the mark. Take it back, dumped in on the Amherst net, swept aside by Levi. Off of the near corner. Spun by Dunn around behind his net. Pass out in front of the net where it's carried away by Clegg. Led the Amherst in that first round with 3 goals, 5 points. Up the left wing, right wing side, in over the line. He's slammed up against the backboards by Engstrom. And the puck behind the net dug out. Along the near side, Rusek drops at left wing boards. Out top once again. Taken by Rusek. On the left wing to Kulik. Out top for Rusek as they play catch. On the left wing boards, Kulik looks around. Drops it back, shot, glove stop. Primo could see it all the way, and he holds on for a face-off. 48 seconds to go in this power play, 17:39 to go in the first period.
And the best chance that the Amherst have had on this man advantage so far came about 3 seconds in. Face-off win for Rochester. Mason Yops sliding it back to Yuri Kulik, and he banged one off of the crossbar. Caden Primo blinked and it was behind him, but it didn't go in the net. Goaltender's best friend, keeping this one scoreless.
Face-off coming to the right of Primo. This season, Alex Hobbs brought to you by Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino, the official casino and gaming partner of the Rochester Americans.
Rally towels aplenty, raining down here at Blue Cross Arena. Our friends at Pepsi providing rally towels to the first 5,000 fans that got through the door tonight.
Draw back out to the left point for Metza. Wrister in, pad save, loose puck in front. Bodies down on the ice, will block it away. From behind that, Weatherspoon finds the left wing boards to fire it all the way down ice.
What a great chance for Mason Yops digging away at the net after that shot from Metza.
Brought away again by the Amherst. Let's drop back. Continuing ahead. Up over the red line is Rosayan. Drops it right wing side for Murray. Slips it down the corner, but the Amherst couldn't get to it. Shot hard around the boards on the near wing, out to center ice, missed everybody in down, and the Amherst back for it. Levi in behind his net, leaves it there. Taken now by Metza. Out the right side, 10 seconds to go in the power play. Drop pass. Amherst have to turn back for it. Now pick it up. Away comes Ostlund. Weaves his way over the red line. Pass on the right wing side. In over the line, off the skate of Rosayan. And that is whistled down offside. Just 2 seconds to go in this power play. And boy, it looked like the Hammocks had scored on the power play, but again hit the crossbar. Amerkson's Stop DWI program. Hope you have a plan to get home safely. If you've been out drinking, walk, ride, call a cab. Don't drive, get a ride.
I do like this pressure that Rochester has shown, though, in these first 3 minutes. And if you look back at the regular season series, they didn't fare well in terms of win-loss category, but they were the better team of the two. They dictated pace a lot.
Off the right side where it's dumped in the Amerks zone, around behind the net. A race for it off of the near corner. Kapanen after it is back to the right point, kept in. Shot cross rink by Reinbacher, and off the left wing side, a shot toward the net, but that's knocked down, and now the Amerks carry it ahead. Off the right side, Kozak will dump it in. Racing for it in the corner goes Fiddler Schultz. They tie up in the backboards. Puck around behind the net. Pulled down the far corner. In from the point. Long shot in. Komarov back and line up tonight on his knees. That's smothered by Primo. Holds on for a face-off. No score. 16:23 to go in the first period.
Don, just to kind of expand on that last thought I shared, Michael Leone talked about it this morning, saying how, there was a game we recently outshot them 40-16. The problem is Laval doesn't focus on the quantity. It's about the quality. And again, there were a lot of games. Rochester was the better of the two teams, but the reason why the Rocket won 6 of the 8 meetings was because they capitalized on their chances. Anytime the Amerks made a mistake, it seemed like the puck was going in the back of the net.
Face-off coming to the left of Primo. As the puck is dropped, pulled down the corner. A Rocket with it will send it along the left wing side to center ice. They jam away at it at the blue line. It's recovered by the Amerks and a pass quickly up ice. Bounced away off the stick of Rosean and on the near boards, pulled in over the Rochester line along the near wing as they get smothered along the sideboards. Murray tying up. Puck pops loose toward the slot dugout, and now the whistle will stop play. We're going to have a cross-checking penalty coming up here.
Well, Laval, again, led the AHL in penalty minutes, and 4 minutes in, they've already accrued 4 minutes, and maybe a little extra here. Some pushing and shoving between Isak Rosean and Owen Beck. Cross-checking called. It looks like this is going against Laval.
And at this moment, well, finally, Waugh will head to the penalty box. So the Amerks will come up with another power play opportunity. This penalty coming at 3:59 of the first period.
And we want to remind you that the Amerks are hosting a pregame Rock the Block party outside of Blue Cross Arena this Friday ahead of the game against the Laval Rocket. It'll be on Broad Street from 4 to 7 p.m., weather permitting, of course. And it's featuring live music, food, and family-friendly entertainment. So if the weather looks good, if we get some clear skies, get out here early, be a part of the party all day, all night long for Game 2 here at Blue Cross Arena. North Division Finals this Friday, May 16th.
Face-off coming to the right of Primo. As done in for the face-off, but wasn't done right. We'll try it all over again. The referees Mike Sullivan and Chris Terreri, the linesman TJ Dockery, and Luke Pye. Puck drop in skates. And it's pulled back to the left point, kept in now by the Amerks along the sideboard. Dumped down into the corner. Mike Clegg around behind the net as they get pinned up in the corner, dropped off in behind. Lanius trying to dig it out of the far corner, taken by Kulik as he's one-on-one battle in behind the net, tied up in to help out is Rusek. Draws it back left point, Clegg moves in, feeds back to her side, shot in, and that one missed wide as it looked like Primo was down and out. They puck back at the right point, kept in, out to the near side for Rusek. Drops it back up top, long shot, they score! This time just barely, but it is under the crossbar, in and out, and the Amerks score on the power play.
And unbelievably, from the left point on a one-time release for the 4th time in the playoffs, it is Cale Clegg. He was finding the low blocker side of Brandon Halverson, but he goes top shelf past the glove of Caden Primo. Clagg's had a knack for theatrics with third period goals, but he gets us going early here. Special teams require special players, and Cale Clegg has done just that for the Amerks all postseason long.
So the Amerks drawing first blood. Again, that was just barely under the crossbar. It was very quickly in and out. Hits the mesh up underneath the top shelf and back out in a hurry. Puck now around behind the Amerks net. Cycled around the far boards. Tipped along but not out. Comes down the corner. This to the right of Levi. And goal for the Amerks again. Chipped around behind the net to the near side. Down from the right point. Kept in Mayo. Centering pass in front. Blocked away in the corner. Drawn out on the near wing once again. And spun in the corner boards. Backhanded behind the net around the far side. After it dropped off, A puck at the side of the Amerks net, turned to the far point, but kept in again by the Rocket. Long shot blocked down in front, and the Amerks will carry it away. Working his way to the blue line, but spinning back as Amerks regained some composure here. Over a pass forward is picked off by the Rocket, then chipped away. Bouncing up in the air, comes down in the high slot, pulled back at the right point, still kept in. Long shot by Reinbacher, and that's blocked away by Levi to the far boards. Jammed along the wall out to center ice. Running back for it, Dauphin out in front of his net, will bring it away for the Rocket. Long pass ahead to the Rochester blue line, bounced off a stick. Down the corner, getting to it. Johnson spins it behind that, around the far wing. As they tie up, puck dug out and carried away by Dunn. To center ice to the red line. He'll poke it the rest of the way down off the boards. Into the corner and chased down there. Dunn in the corner, being tied up on the corner boards by Engstrom. And watching on Fiddler Schultz, looking for the puck to pop loose. Watching on is Warren, still frozen in the corner boards. Pop loose and now brought away by the Rocket. Backhanded into the Amerks zone. Down into the corner along the near wing. It's back at the right point, kept in. Lindstrom to the other side. Long shot didn't make it through, and the puck coming down is up over the glass and out of play. 13:41 to go in period number 1, and a 1-0 lead for the Amerks. And this is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
Every boxer knows the importance of having knowledgeable and dedicated staff work the corner. As soon as the doctor put the stent in, I could breathe. I said, "Are you sure I had a heart attack?" And the doctor said, "No, I'm sure you had 3. But the good news is your heart is as strong as ever." I'm still here. I'm still here punching.
My therapist, she pushed me also. Everything happens for a reason. I had to let go and find myself again. And that's what the Villa program and the staff did for me, is let me find myself again. And I like who I found.
In the Amerks end of the rink, I was going to give how many minutes that the Amerks had not allowed a goal, but I can't do that. I can't say it.
You don't want to say it.
I can't say it, no.
I have the number down here.
I've got it down here, too. Puck now cleared along the near wing, and it is a big number. Puck dumped all the way down. That'll be an icing call, so it'll bring the face-off back into the Rochester zone. Right now, the Amerks leading in shots by a 5-3 margin. By the way, the division final series presented by Pepsi.
At tonight's game, also free on FloHockey, our friends over there, premier streaming partner of the American Hockey League. Even if you don't have a membership, getting a chance to take in this game as a freebie, hopefully enticing you to hop on board Flo for the rest of the way.
Komarov behind his net, throws it up the far wing. That's jammed out along the wall and down ice. Not enough for icing. Slammed along the wall, back out to center ice. The Rocket have it. Pass off to the near side. The Amerks get a piece of it. Taken and pulled right back in the Rochester zone. Backhander through in front of the net out the other side. Rusek will get to it first. Able to slide a pass to center ice. On the attack, the Amerks along the near wing, where it's taken by Kozak. Bangs it the rest of the way down. And now the Amerks make changes. Rocket also. From behind the net, Laval with the puck. We've played 7 minutes in this game and a 1-0 Rochester lead. The Amerks did not win a game against Laval in this building in the regular season, losing all 4 times they met. Puck along the near wing, pulled out over the line to center ice, drawn back in. But there was offside, but no call. There's a shot grabbed by Levi. Holds on to the face-off, which was a high shot for the crossbar, but Levi able to grab it and hold.
And Levi might want to skate away from the flurry of activities around him. He does here. Crowd supporting Devin Levi. Glove save made there on Florian Shakai from that left side. And, you know, another thing that the Amerks talked about this morning at their media availability, players and head coach alike, is that Laval differs from Syracuse in the fact of they have shooters who can finish the shot. And I think we saw a lot of times in that series against the Crunch, a guy would get the puck on his stick and then just maybe not know what to do with it. These guys play a little bit with more purpose, and Rochester has to be alert for it.
Puck cycled around the boards on the near wing to the point, kicked along out to the blue line, and as it is not out now, it's flipped out of the zone to center ice, hopped over the stick of Murray. Recovered back at his own blue line by Reinbacher for Laval. Pass to the near boards, taken now by Engstrom, back to Reinbacher. As they'll begin to work up ice. Pass along the left wing side, in over the Rochester line, is chipped, poke checked away, the Amerks have it. Turning up the left wing, on the fly in over the line, Roseanne pulls it in. Little toe drag and a shot off the right pad of Primo. On the near wing, that's kept in top of the slot, pushed out over the line, and it'll be chased down along the far boards and into the Rochester zone. Jack High is slowed up there. Long pass ahead on the right wing, picked off, and it's recovered by the Rocket. Turned ahead on the left wing side, spun in around behind the Amerks net. Watched the backboards, dumped off in the corner, cycled around the near wing, and where it's picked up now by Wallstrip. He'll give it off. Ostlund for the Amerks up the right wing over the red line. Tried to dump it in, couldn't get it in deep. Take it back and stole it right back and turned by the Amerks. In front of his net, take it by Rathbone. They flip it high in the air out to center ice over the red line. Deflected the rest of the way down in by Yops and chasing Austin, but couldn't get to it. That's flipped back out to center ice. Amerks recover the puck. Drawn ahead, Wallstrom kicks it up to his stick. Over the top of the slot. Works wide to the left side, still waving. Takes a shot, and it missed just wide. Might have gone under the glove of Primo and wide out the backdoor side. Cleared all the way down the Amerks zone. Play get behind his net to the far corner. Picked off there by Barry Belay. He gets nice check there by Dunn on a sliding save of the pass, and the Amerks carry it forward. Fiddler Schultz will dump it the rest of the way down. Warren chasing after in the corner, grabbed onto by Mayer. Puck cleared around to the left wing side, but that over a stick and out to center ice. Amerks back for it. Now there will be a penalty coming up to the Amerks as Barry Belay does a nice dive, and it'll be a penalty coming up to the Amerks.
Clegg does just enough here for the official to catch the eye and call interference, while seconds earlier on the other side of the ice, you had a probably debatable call on a hold as Brendan Warren was being dragged into the corner boards, but we've already had 2 penalties on Laval. Feels like it always ends up being this kind of pendulum that finds its way to swinging back even. And now we'll see what the Rocket do on a dangerous Laval power play. Amerks PK has been perfect in the playoffs thus far. They want to maintain that.
Hey, you deserve a car that thrills you at Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan dealership and NissanUSA.com. So the Rocket power play opportunity number 1 of this game. Puck drop, pulled to the backboards. Amerks get hold of it, ringing around to the near point. Kept into the right wing side by the Rocket. Pass in the slot. Amerks take it away, but out in front again. Another flip shot and a goal. Levi on his knees. Puck pops loose. Out top. Wrist shot in Mayer. That's blocked in front. Levi might have got the right pad on it. And the puck dumped out of the zone to center ice. Back for go the Rocket. This power play penalty kill rather is brought to you by Frank's Basement Systems. And the puck brought forward now in over the Rochester line. Top of the slot, steered toward the net. Levi got a piece of it, but it rolls off his stick behind the net. Round to the left point, kept in by Waugh. Back to the point as he looks it over. Waugh will dump it down in the left wing corner. They got Dauphin at the back post, trying to sneak it through but couldn't. Now in the near wing to Dauphin. Takes a look, he's got a man at the back post. Out top, shot, they score. That's Mayer, puts it up under the crossbar. Almost a mirror image to the Amerks goal. Power play goal, and this game is all tied.
Well, as it gets tied, it also ends a remarkable streak for Devin Levi. This is a great power play setup from Laval. Alex Barré-Boulet is at the center of it, navigating pressure. He got it from the right wing to the left wing side, and then it ends up finding its way through a couple of players before it's twisted to Mayu, banging a one-timer through and done. I don't think I'm great at math, but the shutout streak of Devin Levi ends at 166 minutes and 43 seconds.
Well, you're a little bit more precise than me. I had 167, so I guess we're fairly close. Puck now, as it is even up at 1. Puck into the Amerks zone. Now in the corner, drawn back at the right point. Shot from there by Reinbacher, ends up in behind the Amerks net around the near wing. Dropped again behind and now dug out and carried away by Novikov. He'll one-handed up the right wing side. As upended and taking a seat, trying to get loose was Rathbone. It's around the near wing and now a long pass up the right side, carried in over the line by Rusek. Down to the corner, gets spun around as he's tied up. And the puck pops loose in behind the Laval net. Out around the boards on the near side, up the right wing. But as they get tied up in behind, cleared behind the net for Engstrom. As Reinbacher was nailed in the corner and a long puck cleared all the way down. That'll be an icing call. 8:55 to go in the first period, and we are tied at 1.
Well, we talked about Game 2 already with the block party. Don't forget the North Division Finals Game 2. Tickets are still available. Once more, that's this Friday, May 16th. And by the way, they are starting to go fast, folks, so you want to act now. Visit Amerks.com/playoffs or call 585-454-5335 to secure your seats.
Face-off coming to the right of Primo. As the puck drawn back at the left point, Komarov with a shot, hits a leg and it's out to center ice. Komarov has to retreat to recover. As the long pass up the right wing side in over the line to Murray, will be whistled down. And an offside. I have trouble seeing who's offside on that. Anyway, 8:45 to go in period number 1, and we're tied at 1, and this is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Introducing Delta Sonic Ceramic Exterior Detail, powered by Resistol. 1-year warranty protection for your vehicle's paint, rims, and headlights. Our specialized formula uses advanced ceramic technology to drastically improve the gloss and durability of your vehicle's paint while creating a barrier that prevents etching and oxidation. Delta Sonic's Ceramic Exterior Detail ensures your car remains as stunning as the day you bought it. Visit Delta Sonic Detail Shop today.
Over 50 years ago, my family built a place where everybody is welcome, where love is celebrated every day, and family is at the heart of everything we do. Since 1969, we are 3 generations of hard work and care, committed to exceeding your expectations, bringing you exceptional quality, value, and style. I'm so proud of what we do and where we came from. I'm Alec Iavino. This is our heritage. Let us be a part of yours.
Well, each team with a power play goal thus far. In this game, it's all even up at 1 apiece. Game 1, best of 5 series, remember. First 2 games here in Rochester. If needed, all the way through Game 5, the last 3 would be in Laval. Puck dumped around behind the Rocket net. They get tied up. Lindstrom plays it aside along the near wing, and there it's spun out over the line to center ice, returned around behind the Laval net in the far corner. Weatherspoon will drop it back for Lindstrom. Cycled around the near wing, and then cleared out to center ice by Kapanen. Around behind the Amerks net, stopped there by Levi. And the challenge for the puck is pulled off in the near corner. Kapanen gets a hold of it, draws it back, right point. Lindstrom, long shot, pad save. Levi is on the rebound and holds on for the face-off. And again, we'll have the little bit of the obligatory pushing and shoving in front of the net.
Yeah, these 2 teams are getting reacquainted with one another after meeting 8 times over the regular season. They play different teams in the North Division semifinal, then go a week plus for both sides without hockey. So you're getting the temperatures to flare up again. You're bringing that pressure and that atmosphere that is one and the same when it comes to skating in the Calder Cup playoffs. And yeah, 2 teams done that I think over the next 2 weeks are not going to have too much fun seeing one another.
Amerks 13 days between games. The Rockets 7 days between games. I don't know about you, but I had to get directions on how to get back up to the press box here today.
It felt weird, and it certainly was. It's almost like, again, I said in our open, you're trying to switch from off-season mode to postseason mode again.
It's almost like starting a new season again. Yeah, long shot down ice, and icing waved off. Hammers get to it first, drawn by Wahlberg, and then laid behind the net once again around the near wing. Dug out along the left wing side, out top of the slot. Long shot, didn't make it through, blocked in front, and that's turned out to center ice. Kandata up the left wing for the Rocket. into the Rochester zone. Back on the near side, Mayu, the goal scorer, his wrister in to the knees of Levi, grabs it, holds on, and again we'll do a little pushing and shoving in front of the net. This time they've got one of the defensemen also in deep, so the faceoff should be coming out of the zone. 7:49 to go. First period tied at 1, and just still some sticks up, a little face washing. We welcome the viewers who are watching this game on FloHockey.
Laval feeling inspired after that game-tying goal from Mayu. You're seeing some pressure increase in the Rochester defensive end, and you're also seeing some pushing and shoving continue as Jack Rathbone and Florian Jakai have some words for one another. Now, for the Amherst, Komarov led the team with over 80 penalty minutes in the regular season. Jakai had over 160.
Face-off should be outside the zone, as they add a defenseman in the middle of the mix in front of the net. But they're calling the face-off to the right of Levi.
I can tell you, Don, Josh Dunn certainly agrees with you. He was talking to the linesman. I saw him using his arm to motion where the face-off should be as opposed to where it is.
Back drop, pull back at the far point, kept in on the sideboards, tipped out top of the slot. Emmerich step up to take it away. That's Fettel on the boards and down ice. Enough on it for icing. Yes, it is. 7:40 to go in the first period, and again we're tied at 1. The Rocket now have gained the lead in shots, 8-7.
Also want to remind you, season ticket packages are on sale now for the 70th season of Amherst Hockey, and with so much planned to celebrate the monumental anniversary, you won't want to miss a single minute. Reach out to the Amherst ticket sales executives or go to amherst.com/memberships for more information.
Face off to the right of Levi. The draw won by the Rocket. Played in a pass to the slot, but blocked away. Comes out top, then cycled up the right wing boards. Turnaround shot by Farrell, but blocked, and that out over the line to center ice. Trying to get away Ostlund as he squeezed out, and the puck dumped around behind the Laval net. Coming down the far corner. Turned along the wall. The Amherst reaching in, but couldn't get away. As they bump in the corner boards again, cleared around the wall for Dauphin, is upended by Ostlund, and the puck in skates. Still tied up, drawn away to the point. That's kept in by Fiddler Schultz on the right side. Scoops it down into the corner as they hack away to there. Puck knocked down and dug out by the Rocket, but the Amherst take it away again. Cross-ring pass, tried to keep it in. However, that's out over the line to center ice. Johnson back to recover, spins back as he's being double-teamed, and takes the Laval player down, gets away with that one. The puck pulled in over the line, up the right wing side. That's Fiddler Schultz, pass out top, but blocked away. Comes down to the Rochester blue line. Bouncing puck. That's turned away on the far side. As Rathbone now with his stick broken in half, and a penalty coming up here. Now to the right point. Penalty's going to be against the Amherst. Off the near wing, Rochester touches the puck. Whistle stops play. It'll be a holding the stick penalty coming up. And that against the Amherst.
That hit, you can see he's getting some frustration as stand corrected. He is the one being penalized, but he's creating some frustration and planting that seed in the minds of the Rocket, who are a team that can be susceptible to taking retaliation penalties. It's not going to come right now, but as this series and intensity of said series increases, I think you'll see more of that, and we'll probably end up with some 4-on-4. In fact, Don will make the bold prediction. We'll get it at some point tonight.
This will be the second power play opportunity of the game for the Rocket. They did score on their first chance, and back in that previous series, they had 4 power play goals. So now in the playoffs, 5 for 19. Again, a Amherst penalty kill brought to you by Frank's Basement Systems. Puck dropped along the far boards as Warren tries to dig it out. Is upended, coming down on top of the puck. It's underneath them against the far boards, then flipped away to the point, but kept in to the near side. Barret-Boulet takes a wrister, and that one's deflected away or grabbed and held onto by what's his name? That goaltender there, number 27. What's his name?
Devin Levi, maybe.
Yeah, that guy.
Devon Levi. Yeah, and Alex Barret-Boulet. I just go from one French pronunciation to another, but this one's real. Barret-Boulet is a guy that you need to make sure you are covering on this power play. Lifetime over a point per game player against Rochester.
That's Fettel on the boards, out and down ice, and a race for it. Out of his net, Primo plays it aside as Warren almost won that race. Carried ahead now and in over the Rochester line again along the near wing. Dropped off on the sideboards. Dunn hacks at it but couldn't clear it. It's behind the net. Dug out now by Mensah. And he's tied up from behind by Farrell. Pass along the far boards, recovered by the Rocket in behind the Amerks net. Reaching in on a nice post check in the corner. That's finding the opening to dump it all the way down ice is Novikov. Go back for it, go the Rocket. Bouncing loose at center ice. Stolen there by Austin. The Amerks have it. Up the right wing. Fired in around behind the Laval net on the near side. And it's returned behind the net around the far boards by Kozak as the Rocket begin to work forward. Turned up ice to the Rochester blue line and dropped back, and now in over the line. Feed by Kapanen on the left wing side. Dropped out to the point, now to the right side for the Rocket. Pass on the left side, shot in. Pad St. Levi wasn't sure where it was, but that bounced wide and up and out of play. So stoppage of play, 5:14 to go in the first period and 45 seconds remaining in the Rochester penalty.
Devin Levi with a nice save there as squaring up against Adam Engstrom from that left side. Just above the circle, he takes that shot. Levi going down, dropping into the butterfly. Looks like it may have been a save off, I'm going to say, the bottom of his blocker and then popping it up and out of play.
Puck dropped, pulled back at the left point, kept in. On the far boards. Feed out top once again, now on the near side. Davidson back out top, return pass. Davidson rips a one-timer up over top of the net. Back at the left point, now to the right side. That's off on the near boards. Davidson carries it down on the half wall, takes a look, tried to feed through, but it's off a skate, deflected down the far corner. Recovered, now is locked out in front of the net, a poke check of the puck. Drop back out top, now on the left side, shot in, head saved by Levi. Way outside the net, there's the long shot in, but blocked in front. Comes down the far boards, dug out again, on the left wing side by the Rocket. 5 seconds left in the penalty. On the right side, one-time shot, and that's blocked in front. Hammers doing a great job. That one blocked by Johnson. Round behind the net, far corner, penalty expires. On the far wing, out to the point, long shot, tipped and goes wide. Comes down the near corner, Hammers get a hold of it and draw it up the near boards to center ice. Shot cross rink, so the Hammers get some fresh legs out. Turned ahead on the left wing, scooped around behind the Amerks net. Levi stops it there. He'll fire it around the glass, out of the near wing. Puck comes down on the sideboards. Still kept in along the near wing as Murray pokes away at it, comes out in front. Spin around shot attempt there, and is blocked down the corner again. Along the near wing as they tie up. Reaching in, looking to dig it loose is Kulik, and now Novikov in the corner boards, tying up with Mensah and a couple of Laval players. And still pinned in the corner, this to the left of Levi. Referee evidently can still see the puck because no whistle. Now pops loose around behind the net. Simino after it for Laval. Drawing it back in the left point. Long shot from there goes wide. Off the backboards, comes around the near wing. That's taken, and Lindstrom dumps it behind the Amerks net. Off in the far corner. The Rocket getting to it again as they tie up in the corner. Spun to the backboards in behind the Rochester net. Drawn away at the left point, kept in. To the right side, Lindstrom long shot, stick stop Levi, rebound, the loose puck pulled aside and chipped around behind the net. Hammers get to it. Novikov slides it behind in the far corner for Mensah. He'll send it up the wall, and then it's tipped through and out to center ice. 3 minutes to go in period one. On away now by the Rocket, working to center ice to the red line, dropped off on the left wing side. Scooped in around behind the Amerks net, chipped loose, momentarily blocked, and now Komarov in the near corner. His backhander taken away. Pass coming out to the near point, kicked at and fanned on. The Amerks up ice, now wide to the left side. Hellenius bringing it in, dropping it out in front, and unable to reach it, Kozak. As they puck along the far boards, drawn away, but not out. Now it's over the line to center ice, and the Amerks back to recovery. To the near wall, up the left side. Dipped in around behind the Laval net as they get jammed up in the corner boards. Drawn away on the near wing, dug out. And the Rocket bring it away to center ice. Up the right wing, Farrell with a pass to the left side. Carried down in the corner. Spinning around Trudeau as he gets tied up. That's pulled away on the sideboards, and the Amerks have it. Drawn in to center ice with speed. Here come the Amerks. Up the left wing side. Wrister by Rathbone off the stick. Up Primo comes down on the near corner. Moving in on it, trying to dig it to Ostlund. And the puck is pulled away now and up ice by Laval. Scooped along the boards. And behind the Amerks net, both teams making changes. 1:50 to go in the first period. They get tied up in the corner, stolen away by the Rocket out in front. Another shot and a return shot and a rebound. They score. Puck bouncing loose out into the circles, and it's poked in by Reinbacher just inside the right post. And so now the Rocket take their first lead of the game.
Yeah, I think this is one that as the Amherst get to the bench, they're going to talk about this rebound control. And, you know, Devin Levi's obviously trying, but the defense is all bunched up in front of the ice, or in front of the crease, I should say. That ended up being 3 shots in less than 10 seconds, 2 rebounds off of Levi, and you got to block those opportunities, and you got to prevent those secondary chances, and that's what has forced Laval its first lead of the game.
So Reinbacher, his first goal, his first point of the playoffs, and now Laval on top for the first time. Up 2-1, and a shot in by Fiddler Schultz, grabbed and held onto by Primo for a face-off. 1:29 to go in the first. It's the Rocket on top, 2-1. This is the Amex Broadcast Network. Fired up left into center ice. Right back up ice to the Amherst. Moving in, a shot.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amhersts have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
What does it mean to belong to something bigger? It's giving new meaning to what truly matters. Reinvesting in people, in momentous opportunities, in greater financial well-being, believing in the worth of our collective strength and uplifting the whole community. To rise to your full potential, progress together, and thrive where you belong.
Face-off coming to the right of Primo. As the puck is dropped, done for the draw back at the left point. Mets out top. Novikov shot, and getting the right pad on it is Primo. Puck coming down in the near corner. Drawn around behind the net. Lindstrom being tied up from behind. That's pulled away along the near side, but again, it spun into the corner dugout. Warren pulled down, tried to feed out in front as he's on his stomach, and the puck blocked around behind the net. To the far boards, and the Amherst get a hold of it. Warren up the right side, shoots it toward the net, and pinned up against the post. Primo has it, grabs the rebound, holds on, and will have sticks up again at the side of the Amherst net. As they push up against the backboards, 1:03 to go in period number 1, and a 2-1 lead for Laval.
You do like the response from Rochester here, generating some scoring chances near the vicinity of Caden Primo, and you know, I know they scored that goal, Clay getting that power play bullet late. But on the second power play, but great to see some pressure at the net front. And by the way, Don, we'll see if I'm wrong. I said I'll bet you tonight we'll get 4-on-4 with the way this game was starting out. I think we're going to get that right here. Mutual penalties. Riley Fiddler Schultz going to the box. It looks like they're taking Joshua Waugh for Laval. And the ice is going to open up a little bit here with 63 seconds to play in the first.
I would assume either a couple of minutes each for high sticking or roughing or whatever, or not being nice. It is Waugh. And Fiddler Schultz. Coincidental penalties. Now a minute to go in the period. 4 skaters aside up the right wing, flying in over the line. Engstrom round behind the net, cycles the backboards, and out the far wing still has it. Top of the slot, weaves down on the right wing side, moving in again, another shot, and that one blocked by Levi, and the rebound carried out to center ice. Trying to get loose now as he's blocked away from the puck was Rosayan. Spinning around, top of the slot, will drop it off. Moving in now, Komarov with the wrister, and grabbed by Primo and holds on, and well, it could have been close to an interference call there, and Rosayan had a pretty good stride going, but got slowed up.
Yeah, rangy defenseman there, Reinbacher, who had just scored, 6'3", 200 pounds, was able to get in the way of Rosayan. And Don, how about that shot, though, from Vsevolod Komarov in the left circle, saved by Primo? What a great story, though. The Amherst seeing both Lukáš Rusek and Vsevolod Komarov returning to the lineup from what appeared to be some pretty dangerous-looking injuries that appeared to look like they would be long-term. Credit to not only those two, but the athletic training staff and doctors with the Rochester Americans.
So now brought away and up ice by the Rocket. 20 seconds to go in the period. Gets slowed up at the blue line. Sent cross rink along the far boards by Beck. Entering the Amherst zone. Carried down the corner. Around behind the Amherst net. All the way off into the near corner. The Rocket getting a hold of it. Mailloux throws it through the slot. Back to his side. Return pass near point. Mailloux takes a shot. And that goes wide. And the rebound off the backboards. It's awesome, but they won't have time to do anything here as there is the horn. And that ends the first period of play. So the Amherst did score first, but the Rocket came back, answered with two of their own. And now, after one period here at the Blue Cross, it is the Rocket 2, the Amherst 1. This is the Amherst Broadcast Network.
This is Summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
At Seeger and Shortino, many new clients come to us through referrals from other clients. So when you need a personal injury, workers' comp, or Social Security attorney, ask around. We've helped more than 25,000 Rochester area clients over the last 3 decades. Read what our clients say about us online. Learn why they chose us, how the team at Seeger and Shortino helped them, and why we're the right choice for you. Then, call Seeger and Shortino.
Rochester fans, join us as your Amherst get ready to take on the Laval Rocket for the North Division Finals. Games 1 and 2 take place Wednesday, May 14th and Friday, May 16th at 7:05 at the Blue Cross Arena. Secure your tickets now at Amherst.com and be part of the action.
Local legends work to win. Deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amhersts have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
Come into the distillery for one of their amazing daily food specials. They have something for everyone in the family. Visit one of their 3 locations for a great tasting meal and a cold brew with a friend today. You'll be glad you did. The Distillery, Rochester's neighborhood gathering place.
Introducing Delta Sonic Ceramic Exterior Detail, powered by Resistol. 1-year warranty protection for your vehicle's paint, rims, and headlights. Our specialized formula uses advanced ceramic technology to drastically improve the gloss and durability of your vehicle's paint while creating a barrier that prevents etching and oxidation. Delta Sonic's Ceramic Exterior Detail ensures your car remains as stunning as the day you bought it. Visit Delta Sonic Detail Shop today.
At Advantage, we're so excited about our cashback student checking. We've hired an overly enthusiastic mascot. Some members will do anything to get more cash back.
Score!
Oh, like I said, he's a bit enthusiastic. Break away from boring banking. Get up to $120 each year. Apply today at advantagefcu.org/student.
Here at Criglio's Pizza, we've been slinging slices for 20 years, and we've gotten pretty good at it. Can I get 2 pep?
Can I have 2 slices of cheese and 1 buffalo chicken?
Can I get 2 pepperoni, 2 cheese, and a crunchy sweet? Well, I think we still need some work.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Introducing Delta Sonic Ceramic Exterior Detail, powered by Resistol. 1-year warranty protection for your vehicle's paint, rims, and headlights. Our specialized formula uses advanced ceramic technology to drastically improve the gloss and durability of your vehicle's paint while creating a barrier that prevents etching and oxidation. Delta Sonic's Ceramic Exterior Detail ensures your car remains as stunning as the day you bought it. Visit Delta Sonic Detail Shop today.
Every boxer knows the importance of having knowledgeable and dedicated staff work their corner. As soon as the doctor put the stent in, I could breathe. I said, "Are you sure I had a heart attack?" And the doctor said, "No, I'm sure you had 3. But the good news is your heart is as strong as ever." I'm still here. I'm still here punching.
This is summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
Hey, Max Homa. Hey, Max Homa.
What now, guys?
You should make us your own personal golf announcers.
Your golf balls.
X-Golf golf balls. Who knows golf better than us?
Professional golf announcers.
I'm getting a drink.
Play the world's best courses while experiencing food, fun, and the most advanced golf simulators only at X-Golf.
Choo-choo to the putting zoo.
No one says that.
Not yet.
X-Golf. Play, train, entertain.
Frank's Basement Systems is the all things basement-y company. Since 1985, when Frank started the business, over 48,000 New York homeowners have trusted Frank's Basement Systems to fix their basements. Basement waterproofing, foundation repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Call Frank's Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
Local legends work to win. Deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
Edmonton can close it up with a 3-1 lead. As far as the Amherst are concerned, I think the first period's over and done with. Now they got to get their legs going.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. I think this is a team that is, that was a bit of a wake-up call. It's been 13 days. That's all right. You're within 1 goal. Try to get it back here.
Period 2 coming up with the Blue Cross. Again, the Amherst trailing by 1, 2-1. This is the Amherst Broadcast Network. To refresh, it says 32 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Okay, so it's not me then. To our left, each team is still a man short for 57 seconds. Both Waugh of the Rocket and Fiddler Schultz of the Amherst 2 minutes each for roughing. Remember back in that series against Syracuse, the Amherst gave up the first 2 goals and then played a little better after that. So
yeah, a little bit. They never looked back.
So let's see if the Amherst can do it again here. All right, puck dropped. Here we go. Taken now by Trudeau, back in his own zone. He'll retreat all the way behind his net. As possession controlled by the Rockets, starting to work forward. Again, each team a man short, carried up the right side and over the Rochester line. Top of the slot, poked away momentarily, but recovered again by the Rocket. Down the right wing into the corner goes Trudeau, and on his heels is Novikov of the Amherst. That's scooped off into the corner boards and drawn along the backboards and behind the net, trying to dig it out back. He'll lay it all the way back at the right point through the near point for Mayus. Moved down on the left wing side into the corner. Backhander in front, but tipped around behind the net. 22 seconds to go in the coincidentals. Back at the right point, that's drawn away and out over the line to center ice. So the Rocket maintaining control. A pass forward for Dauphin. Enters the Amherst zone. Pass along the near side, and the Amherst get a stick on it to deflect it away. Rochester recovers the puck. Metza behind his net. Just 3 seconds to go. In the coincidentals, up the near wing, where it's pulled in over the Laval blue line along the near wing, and then Rosean is squeezed out. And the penalties have expired. Teams are at full strength. Shot around the boards, down the Amherst zone. Back forward, but that is whistled down. And we'll bring a face-off all the way back into the Laval zone. Just getting started here in period number 2.
And a reminder, the Amherst are hosting a pregame Rock the Block party outside Blue Cross Arena this Friday ahead of the game against the Laval Rocket. It'll be on Broad Street from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's, of course, weather permitting. And if so, we'll have some live music, food, and family-friendly entertainment. So get here early come Friday for Game 2.
And the puck is dropped and in the circles to the right of Primo. Dug out, and that slipped along the boards and out to center ice. Amherst back for it. Rathbone with a quick feed forward. In over the line along the near wing to Jobs. Moves up the right wing boards in the corners. He's being bumped there and tied up in the corner by Engstrom. In behind the net, the Amherst get a hold of it again. In the near corner, Jobs digs it out. Turned along the left wing side, throws it on top, and a wrist shot in, but didn't make it through. Played along the wall out to center ice, and away with it is Dauphin for the Rocket. Turns back as he's watched closely there, and the Amherst, well, had it momentarily, now lost it, get it back again, and turned it over the line by Kozak. Passed it on the far side, chased after, and that's pulled down and jammed around behind the net by Wahlberg of the Amherst. Wraparound attempt comes out in front, and a bouncing puck fanned on by Rusak, and is played out to center ice. Back for it go the Amherst. Quick feed forward once again for Hellenius. Slips it up the left wing and is carried in over the line. Dropped at the far point, but the Amherst get away. Out in front, and a pass attempt across the goal mouth is blocked away. That off the stick of Johnson and fanned on it. It's back at the right point. One-time shot in as Johnson snaps his stick in half, and the puck dribbles down in the corner. That's along the near boards again. Amherst get hold of it. Turned up the right wing. Dropped off in the slot. They shoot. They score! Clay drops it up front. Hellenius is there. One-timer, upper left corner. Amherst tie it up.
Just all kinds of pressure from Rochester, and Cale Clegg, who's been the veteran that's been leading the ship. Let's not forget the cavalry, the reinforcements, and Consta Helenius, who's coming off an up-and-down rookie season, has played excellent here in the Calder Cup playoffs. He finds his way, clamps himself down just outside that right wing circle, and bangs home a one-timer. Quick release over the shoulder of Caden Primo to even this one up. Back-to-back periods, an early goal for the Amherst.
Well, Helenius now has points in all 3 games, as does Clegg. And the Amherst now pick it up again and shoot it in round behind the Laval net. We're all even up again. It's 2 apiece. In the corner and turned up the wing through the center ice, back on the near side. Jack High enters the Amherst zone and got slowed up, and that is whistled down offside. 17-19 to go. Second period, that's even at 2. Face off. It'll be out of the zone.
And by the way, Laval's second goal, semi similar to Rochester's goal there from Helenius. Pressure, rebounds, secondary chances. Again, it's not the doppelganger of it, but just the Amherst continuing to prevent Laval from getting the puck or clearing the puck, and that wears down your defense, who ends up making a mistake.
Pass forward, tipped in the Amherst zone, recovered by Komarov. His backhander, however, blocked away in the corner. Jack High after it in behind the Amherst net as they jam away at it. In skates in the corner and dug out and cleared along the far boards, but still not out. That's kept in and down the corner. Clegg able to backhand it behind his head around the near side. Komarov after it. Got slowed up. Puck dropped behind the net. Recovered by Clegg. He'll flip it away to blue line, but grabbed at the point, kept in by Weatherspoon. Shot in front and tipped up over top of the net. That went back around the far boards out to the right point, still kept in by the Rocket. Weatherspoon gets a return pass to the near point. Takes a look, takes a shot, knocked down, the puck just dribbles wide as Levi had a big body in front of him the whole way. And from behind the net, Amherst carried away. Komarov leads the charge, looking for a return pass on a give and go, and rolled off his stick. And the puck recovered by the Rocket in their own zone. Jack High will drop it back. Now behind the net. Get the call on that last goal.
Number 91, Consta Helenius.
His second.
With the assist, number 56, Cale Clegg. Number 11, Lucas Roos.
And Rousek coming up with his second point of the night. And third of the playoffs. Puck in the Amherst zone to the left of Levi, drawn behind the net. Backhanded around the near point to Trudeau. He'll skate along the blue line, throws it to the right wing side, scoop down into the corner, drop back up top to Trudeau, and a long shot in, missed wide left, and the puck comes around the near boards. Getting a hold of it again, once again, the Rocket sent around the far side, down for the right point, kept in by Trudeau, skates down the corner. Round behind the net, tried to drop it in front, Levi upended, and the puck behind the net brought out the near side and carried ahead to center ice. Away with it, Metza, wide on the left side, shot in but wide, and that's whistled down. Is it offside? I'm not sure why the whistle.
I'm not sure why the whistle, and I'm not sure how Devin Levi just kept the puck out moments ago. It was an opportunity by Kandata, who flung this from a sharp angle that Levi basically just expanded the entirety of the net. I mean, I truly have no idea how he turns off the left post. It's actually Trudeau. Kandata was at the front of the net, but Trudeau's the one that gets credit for that shot. And somehow, Levi head on a swivel, keeping that one from squeaking through.
Puck shot in around behind the Laval net. Comes down the near boards. We're even at 2 now, and the puck spun around the far side. Blocked it on the boards, batted up in the air to the point. Amherst get a piece of it and keep it in again. Round behind the net. Dropped around the near side, spinning back. Dropped through to the right point. Johnson to the other side. That's kept in top of the slot. Spun off on the right wing side into the corner for Johnson again. Drawing it away on the near wing. Lays it out top of the slot, dropped off. Rathbone moving in. His shot goes wide right, and the puck comes along the near boards. Amherst get to it to keep it in. Pass through the slot by Jobson, just out of the reach of Rathbone. Down behind the net. Drawn back on the near boards. Pass cross rink, and that off a stick all the way down, and was touched, but it'll be an icing call. 14:42 to go in the second period, tied at 2.
And Amherst playoff memberships are still on sale. Sign up to secure your seats for all playoff games and pay as we play. For more information, visit amherst.com/playoffs or call 585-454-5335.
Face off coming to the right of Primo. as the puck dropped, pulled out in front of the net, and then off on the near wing, chipped along the wall, and out and down ice. Komarov back for it first, being chased in behind the net by Fiddler Schultz, and the puck backhanded around the boards around the near side. That was Fiddler Schultz, is another hyphenated name, Barre Bollet. Not to be confused with each other. The puck dumped all the way down, in around behind the Laval net, and spun around the far boards out over the line to center ice. Emmerich up with it. Pass ahead, flying in over the line, top of the slot, dropped off on the left wing side, tipped down the corner, chased after by Rusek. As he gets pinned up in the corner, Emmerich to get out Hellenius off the backboards. Has Kozak in front of the net, draw back at the left point, long shot, knocked down high slot. Emmerich get a piece of it, kept it again. Out to the right point, spinning around Komarov top of the slot. As he looks it over, trying to find an open man, feet in front, and a tip shot is up over top of the Laval net. Come down the far boards, drop back in the corner, moving in on it, Hellenius, tying up there with Wotherspoon. And the puck in skates, moving in to help out Warren, but the puck pops loose, and it's controlled by the Rocket. Odd forward, pass along the right wing side, in over the Rochester line, drop back in the slot, moving in, Waugh, backhanded pass, tried to feed it off, or Gignac, and the puck around behind the net. Spun all the way off in the far corner, Waugh gets to it, cycles it behind the net out the near side, a return shot, that's blocked away and carried up ice by the Amers. Here's Fiddler Schultz on the left side, in over the line, busting in a goal. That shot knocked down, the shot from Dunn. Wraparound attempt, he scores! Josh Dunn sticks with it, rips it around inside the post, and the Amers take the lead back.
He would not be denied. Josh Dunn, who's been here before, who's had success before in the playoffs as recently as a year ago, showcases more of it in this moment. The hustle from Dunn and the pressure that Laval applies, but Caden Primo comes way off his net, and the Rockets just aren't able to get their defenseman in a good position. That's a wraparound with an empty net, basically, and the Amherst roar back. Pair of early goals to take a lead here in the second.
So 3-2 for Rochester, and the pass along the near side. That's fired out to center ice, and back for it is Maillot at his own blue line for the Rockets. Sends it up the wall through to center ice and has back on the near boards. Davidson up the left side, drops it off along the near boards as they get all tied up in the corner. Under 13 minutes now to go in the second period. Top of the slot, bounced away off the stick of Trudeau, and now the Amherst will bring it away through the slot into center ice. Up the left wing, fired in around behind the net by Kulik, and then he's invited to take a seat. And the puck from behind the net brought away by the crunch. That went off a stick all the way down around behind the Amherst. Levi stops it for Rathbone. Amherst have it in behind, pass it on the near wing for Kulik. He'll slip it through to center ice, and it's picked off and carried forward now, in over the line by Engstrom. Down to the right wing side, chased down the corner, then finally stood up with the puck taken away neatly by Rathbone. He'll pass it through the slot, up the near wing. That's chipped along the wall and down in by Yops, and behind the net. Puck left laying in the near corner. Yops moving in on it. And the Amherst tried to help out Austin. The puck in the corner, spun behind the net, recovered, and brought away by the Rocket. Out to center ice. Cross-ring pass on the near boards. That's down and into the corner, being chased after. As the puck on the backboards is cycled behind the net, and the Amherst get a hold of it. Dropped off and now around the far side. Spun forward out to center ice. Back for it, Wahlberg. As he's bumped, able to clear it up the wall. Collision of bodies in front of the player benches, and it's out of the near wing. Still a Rochester player down the ice trying to get up. And it's carried in over the Rochester line. Drop back in front. Feed off and moving in. There's a shot by Wotherspoon off the blocker of Levi, up and out of play. 11:19 to go here in the second period. Amherst up 3-2, and this is the Amherst Broadcast Network.
At Seeger and Shortino, many new clients come to us through referrals from other clients. So when you need a personal injury, workers' comp, or social security attorney, ask around. We've helped more than 25,000 Rochester area clients over the last 3 decades. Read what our clients say about us online. Learn why they chose us, how the team at Seeger and Shortino helped them, and why we're the right choice for you. Then, call Seeger and Shortino.
Local legends work to win. Deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home. And the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
Seth Apper in the building, and Don Stevens will be chatting with him during our second intermission.
So good to have the brass here, and so good to see the Amerks fight back here and put on a good show. And just as exactly I talked about, they get the feet moving, they're going to do okay, and that's exactly what's happened in this period. Got the rally towels going here in the stands, and face-off coming to the right of Levi. As the puck dropped, Holden Rathbone retreats behind the net. Will shoot it around the far boards where it's tipped through and down ice on a race forward. Hammers will get to it first, no icing. Beat out in front, all alone. Hellenius with a shot. Good stop, Primo, as he robs Hellenius, who tried to put it inside the back post.
I think the Amerks were settling in that first period, and I still think you're seeing a bit of shakiness from Caden Primo, but he's one heck of a goaltender, and saves like that are the ones that Laval have used and did use throughout the regular season to backstop them to 48 wins and the McGregor Kilpatrick Trophy as the league's best team. So this game, it feels like the Amerks are all over Laval here through the first 9 minutes of the second, but it's far from over.
Face off, coming to Primo's right. And the puck drawn off on the sideboards and pulled back at the point, but that went skipping through and down, and Komarov have to hustle to get a hold of it. He's able to play it side. That's passed up the wall to center ice. Get the call on that last goal.
5, Josh Dunn. The assist number 12, Riley Fiddler-Schultz. That's Dunn from
So
Fiddler.
one assist awarded. Then the puck now to center ice. Here come the Rocket. Off the right wing and in over the line. They got a man, Jacky, breaking in on goal. Tip attempt, and Levi on his stomach has underneath him and holds on. And Dunn will have a few words with Jacky as they get all jammed up on the back boards. Once again, how many players are in the mix for Laval behind the net?
4 of them.
Yeah. See, there's only one defenseman on top, so the face-off has to come out of the zone. Unless the rules have changed as far as I'm concerned.
You are a student of the game, Don. I think the face-off's going to come out of the zone because Laval's getting a penalty.
Actually, it's going to go all the way down ice, perhaps. That is Jacky getting the box right there, so that's even better. Time of the penalty, 9:25 of the second period. Some question about pronunciation. I was calling him Jacky earlier, but listening to the Montreal Canadiens broadcast, where his brother plays for Montreal, they're calling him Jacky, and then while listening to the Laval in French, they were calling him Jacky, so that's what I'm saying now is Jacky.
Yep. Jacky. All right.
So all of those people from Laval that are listening, if I am saying it wrong, I apologize.
And could you just say everything you said right there to make sure they heard it in French?
No. I could not. I took 2 years of French in high school. I can count to 10, and that's it. I can say cut the grass 2 different ways in French.
All right.
Coup de grace or mot de law.
I remember this joke. Oh, Don's got a book full of them.
That's pretty sad. Face off coming to the right of Primo.
I think that's the book they were talking about you writing in the office earlier today.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about it. You were.
Jokes with Don Stevens through the decades.
And the puck now dropped, dribbles it on goal. Primo plays it behind the net around the near side, down from the right point where it's kept in. 2 minutes for roughing on Jacky. And on the near wing, drawn back at the right point. It's over the line to center ice after it goes Clegg. So for the Amerks' third power play opportunity of the game, 1 for 2 thus far. And power play brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. It's passed up ice, but the pass intercepted, taken away by Simoneau. He'll backhand it the rest of the way down. So the Amerks have to retreat to get a hold of the puck. Spin it around behind the net, off the near side. That got by, and a long shot in from the point. Stick stop. Levi deflects it off in the near corner for Clegg. Behind the net to the other side. And it's drawn around behind the net. Now starting to carry it away, and up the near wing through to center ice is Kulik. He'll drop it back. And continuing forward and over the line, Rusek wide to the left side, gets his own pass back. That's into the slot, but bounced away and turned out over the line to center ice. So the Amerks not getting in the zone, not getting set up. And back for it. Once again, the Amerks, they'll get some fresh legs out. Hallberg drops it back in front of the net. Amerks starting to work forward. Up the left side, dropped off, continuing ahead on the far boards. That one scooped in around behind the net, comes all the way out of the near wing by Oslin. Dropped back at the right point, kept in by Metza, down the right wing corner. It's Murray back to Metza, now to the left point, kept in again, on top for Metza, wrist shot toward the net, but off a stick. That's way up over top of everything out of play, and the Amerks have only 28 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity.
Yeah, not a whole lot of looks so far on this man advantage, so you'd like to see something break through late. Momentum on special teams works both ways, so you get the power play goal. Obviously, that's culminating on special teams, but from the other side of the puck, Laval kills a penalty. They may pull a move that we saw in the first period, which was when the tide changed in that second half of the frame. We're there now here in the second, and you don't want to give this team any more momentum than they already had going into the period, which the Amerks took away with 2 goals.
Puck drop, pulled back at the left point, kept in. Drawn out top of the slot, Metza on the left side. Wrist shot in, hits a body in front, and that is deflected all the way back and down to the Rochester blue line. So just seconds remaining in this power play. Back for Roseanne, they might get one more rush at it. Brought ahead, up ice now, drop pass, carried in on the left side by Austin. He'll ring it around behind the net out of the near wing. Murray gets to it on the half wall. As now the penalty expires, puck back on top, kept in by Metza. To the left side, shot in a goal, kicked out the near side by Primo. In the corner, trying to get out Roseanne and behind the net. Gets spun around, and the puck in the corner, taken away. Scooped it on the wall and out the center ice, and back for it go the Amerks. Johnson in front of his net for Rochester with 8:15 to go. In period number 2, it is carried up ice, Dunn moving in. On the backboards, being grabbed onto by Mailloux, taken down to a knee, and the puck loose in the near corner. Gignac spins it away, and the puck now pulled out over the line to center ice. Jacky over the red line will dump it in around behind the Amerks net. Back for it, Johnson slams it around, but didn't get anywhere. That one is tipped away and out of play, so we'll have a face-off coming up in the Rochester zone. 7:56 to go in the second period. Amerks have come back, taking a 3-2 lead, and this is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
Every boxer knows the importance of having knowledgeable and dedicated staff work their corner. As soon as the doctor put the stent in, I could breathe. I said, "Are you sure I had a heart attack?" And the doctor said, "No, I'm sure you had 3. But the good news is your heart is as strong as ever." I'm still here. I'm still here punching.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Here at Criglio's Pizza, we've been slinging slices for 20 years, and we've gotten pretty good at it.
Can I get 2 pep?
Can I have 2 slices of cheese and 1 buffalo chicken?
Can I
I get 2 pepperoni, 2 cheese, and a crunchy sweet.
Well, I think we still need some work.
The score in favor of the Amerks here at the Blue Cross Arena, 7:56 to go in the second period. First of best of 5, and game 2 right back here Friday night. This face off to the right of Levi, puck drop, pulled down the corner, getting to it, Novikov rings it around the boards in the far wing. It's over the line to center ice. Fiddler Schultz tied up there as they battle at the Rochester blue line, and the puck still out to center ice. Now drop back in the zone. The Amerks have it. Again, Metz up the right side this time for Warren, and the pass off his stick is up into the stands and out of play. 7:40 to go in the second period. So we're over the halfway point of this game.
And you can join the party on the Advantage Party Deck, available for groups of 10 or more for just $65. That includes a game ticket, access to the party deck, and all-inclusive food and drinks. So for more information, go to amerks.com/party.
Face-off coming up at center ice, where it's picked up, drawn back at the Rochester blue line, taken there by Novikov, sends a high floater down inside the blue line, the Laval blue line, bunted down into the corner by Kozak. The puck pops loose. Dunn got a piece of it back at the point, kept in by Metza, but then that's poked out the end of his stick. Down the corner, taken, and Gignac retreats behind his net around and out the right side. Picks up speed to center ice, over the red line, over the Rochester blue line on the far wing and into the corner. Moves around Novikov, tried to drop it back in front, but the Amerks picked that one off. And along the far boards, back at the point over, still kept in, now blocked away and up ice come the Amerks. 3-on-2 on the left side for Murray. Takes a shot across the goal mouth, comes out the near boards. Back at the right point where it's kept in momentarily, and then it's knocked down with a high stick, I believe. 6:57 to go in the second period. 3-2 lead for the Amerks. So right now a discussion going on.
I believe Rochester's got to figure out. They're trying to figure out who's going to the box.
Well, it looks like, yeah, the Rochester penalty box door is opening up.
Oh, yeah, it was high sticking. I mean, I
thought it was touched with a high stick, but it is a high sticking penalty.
I think the Amerks bench are very confused right now. Brett Murray is going to head over to the sin bin, and now Laval with a power play, and the Amerks have to come up big on the PK. Both teams have already scored on the man advantage. The Rocket were held to just 3 power play goals in the season series against Rochester.
Time of the penalty, 13:03. And this is a power play opportunity number 3 of the game for Laval. Evers get a hold of it and dump it all the way down ice. That's not exactly what it wasn't called a high penalty. No, it's too many men on the ice. That's the penalty.
Oh.
Now the puck dumped away and down ice. That's where the confusion came in. Now behind the Laval net, brought away and out the near wing. Pass ahead to center ice, up the left wing as Waugh brings it in over the line, spin around. Drops it back at the left point for Maillot. His pass cross rink, bounced off a stick and out over the line to center ice. So the Rocket have to regroup. Back for it. Pass ahead into the Rochester zone. That's deflected up and out of play.
And that was from out in center, so this faceoff will be in the neutral zone. Good for the Amerks here with 1:11 left on their kill. And by the way, you can gather for good times and Game 3 at the Distillery. Head to the Distillery's Mount Hope location Wednesday, May 21st. That's a week from tonight, to watch Game 3 of the North Division Finals. Enjoy daily beer specials, prizes, and Amerks playoff hockey. The party gets going at 6:30 p.m.
And we know that there will be a Game 3. We don't know anything at this point beyond that. Puck taken now, and that's one flipped in the air and all the way down ice by Novikov. So that penalty was not to Murray, but it was a bench penalty. And brought away by the Rocket up ice. Here for the red line, over the Rochester line. Gignac drops it near boards. Davidson with a wrister, and on his knees, Levi has it. Does not give up a rebound, grabs it, holds on for a face-off. 5:44 to go in the second period.
One of the things that Devin Levi has excelled at this period is his rebound control, but he's also been aided by the defense, clearing out a lot of those passing and shooting lanes that Laval clogged up so well through that first 20 minutes. Rochester have made the adjustments, and the Rocket are struggling to adjust to those adjustments.
Puck wasn't dropped, so we'll try it again. Dunn against Gignac for this face-off. As the puck dropped, pulled back at the left point, kept in by Ryan, Reinbacher, and along the near boards, kept in down to the side of the net, feet out in front, quick shot, they score. Gignac between the circles, slams a one-timer inside the right post. Another power play goal for the Rocket.
Quick moving power play that looks a lot different than Syracuse's, where there was just nothing that the Crunch could develop. Meanwhile, here Laval, they give you a few different looks. We saw that one-timer from the deep slot from Mailloux on their first power play goal in the opening period. And here, Brandon Gignac just does a good job of subtly creeping down. He's got pressure to his left and right, but he finds room. He's a smaller guy, too. That helps to be 5'10", $195. You can kind of scoot your way through some pressure. And he does not miss to tie this game.
All right, all even up again. Long shot in on goal. It's grabbed by Levi, holds on, drawing a face-off. Down in the Rochester zone, we'll have another little scrum in front of the net. 5:28 to go. Second period, even at 3. This is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
This is Summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue, or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
Introducing Delta Sonic Ceramic Exterior Detail, powered by Resistol. 1-year warranty protection for your vehicle's paint, rims, and headlights. Our specialized formula uses advanced ceramic technology to drastically improve the gloss and durability of your vehicle's paint, while creating a barrier that prevents etching and oxidation. Delta Sonic's Ceramic Exterior Detail ensures your car remains as stunning as the day you bought it. Visit Delta Sonic Detail Shop today.
At Advantage, we're so excited about our cashback student checking. We've hired an overly enthusiastic mascot. Some members will do anything to get more cash back.
Score!
Like I said, he's a bit enthusiastic. Break away from boring banking. Get up to $120 each year. Apply today at advantagefcu.org/student.
So the face-off coming up in the Rochester zone. The Rocket have just scored here on the power play to tie this game at 3. Gignac getting the goal, Beck and Kapanen with the assists, and Beck coming up with his second assist of the game. Gignac again, first goal of the playoffs. Kapanen his first point of the playoffs. Puck drop, pulled down the corner, shot along the boards by Clegg out to center ice, recovered by the Rocket and a pass forward, tipped it over the Rochester line, scooped down the corner. After it goes Clegg, he battles Seamano for the puck, and is drawn in behind the Amherst net, centering pass out top, picked off in the slot and brought away and up ice now by Helenius. Over the red line, he'll backhand the rest of the way down. Now behind the Laval net, cleared off in the far corner, flipped high in the air, out over the line to center ice. Amherst recovered. 5 minutes now to go in the second period. Pass along the near boards, where it's scooped loose to the near side, shot in around behind the Amherst net, almost came out in front of the net. Levi had to be alert to play that, and the pass up the left wing, carried through to center ice. Amherst on the attack, dumped down the corner, slowed up there. As going for the puck was Wahlberg, and the puck around the far wing, blocked. As they hammer away at it, it is finally out to center ice, knocked loose at the red line, but recovered by Dauphin for the Rocket. Enters the Amherst zone on the far side, backhander down the corner. Barry Belay slides it behind the net. Puck tipped off in the backboards. Dauphin to dig it out. Barry Belay in the right wing corner. Drops it back at the right point. Now on top on the near side, Trudeau with a shot. Kick save off the left pad of Levi, and the puck recovered by the Amherst. Added through in front of the net, and the Amherst with the puck. Spin it out to center ice, but right onto the stick of Trudeau. Turns it back in over the Rochester line. Delay offside, Amherst have it, flipped in the air, and it comes down inside the Laval blue line, and shot away to center ice. Cross rink pass on the near boards, catching up Dauphin for the Rocket. In the corner, lays it around behind the net to the other side. Getting a piece of it, Murray will slam it along to the point, but kept in by Waugh. Scoop down the corner and around behind the Amherst net. Rochester back for it. Tied up with the backboards and taken down Komarov. And the puck on the near wing is pulled back at the left point, kept in now by Engstrom. On the blue line to the far boards. Kept in and a pass on the near side. Gignac with a shot. That goes wide and now carried away by the Amherst. Off the left side to center ice to the red line. Pocket picked and taken away right back in the Amherst zone. Kapanen drops it off. Wall with a shot. That's knocked down and the puck ends up along the far boards once again. As they tie up, moving in, Murray trying to dig it out. It's back at the point, still kept in. On the sideboards, Reinbacher in the corner. He'll lay it in a goal, backdoor side and a shot. Great save by Levi. And the puck in the zone taken away. Komarov backhands it over the line. Long shot in again, blocked away by Levi, coming down the near corner. That pass on in front of that, bounces through up in the air and out the other side, and cleared along and down ice. Getting a hold of it, the Rocket back at their own blue line, but that's knocked down with a high stick. This time I think it's going to be the call. And we'll have a stoppage of play with a face-off. Coming up at the center ice area, another little discussion going on the far side of the ice. Officials step in to separate, 2:47 to go in the second, and we're tied at 3.
That is an unbelievable save, Don. I mean, Reinbacher with the shot coming off the perimeter. It immediately ends up on the tape of Joshua Waugh, who's a top-tier point producer, and Devin Levi is the difference there. I know it's the second period, Don, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I think that deserves tonight's save of the game, which is brought to you by ESL Federal Credit Union.
I'll take it. Face-off coming up at the Laval blue line, 2:47 to go. Here in the second period. Right now, the Rocket again is moving out in front in a big way in shots, 23-17. It was a one-shot difference just a few moments ago. Backhanded toward the net, but recovered. Slammed around behind the net on the other side by Weatherspoon at the left point. Long shot in by the Amherst. Bounces through on the near side, pinching down with the point. Rathbone, backhander in front, blocked away. On top of the slot. Pass on the left wing side. Rathbone catching up to it. He'll drop it on top once again, carried down the left wing boards, trying to feed through in front. But the pass picked off. Rathbone gets to it again and keeps it in. Here's Yops on the far boards as he gets tied up, taken to a knee. He'll still play the puck in the corner, being bothered there by Beck, and the pass in the slot is carried away by Davidson. And on the attack come the Rocket up the right side to Jacky. In over the Rochester line, and he's able to play it around behind the net. Pass out in front, the Amherst get hold of it and bang it away down ice. Just wide of the net. That is an icing call. 1:55 to go, second period. Amherst and the Laval Rocket tied at 3.
And the Amherst Kids Club, presented by Advantage Federal Credit Union, returns for the 2025-26 season. Go to amherst.com/Kids Club to get signed up.
Face-off coming to the right of Levi. It's set for the draw. Yop stepping in for the face-off against Kandata. The puck drawn behind the net. Clegg for the Amherst will ring it around the far boards. It's tipped through to center ice. Ostlund, as he gets tied up along the sideboards, trying to dig it out, and it is Yops backhanded toward the net, but picked up in front of the net, and a long pass on the right side for Kandata. In over the Rochester line, fanned on the shot, it rolled off the heel of his stick. Reaches back for it, has it. Near point, Trudeau with the shot, but goes wide. Comes down behind the Amherst net. On the backboards and drawn off into the far corner, spinning around. On the sideboards, Harvey Pinard. He circles back in the corner, now takes a shot in. Off the back of the net, comes down behind. In behind the Amherst net, Harvey Pinard trying to dig it out. He'll chase the puck down into the near corner. Gets a hold of it. Throws it in on goal, but hits a leg in front. The puck blocked away in the near corner. Kandata after it now. As his pass hits the back of the net. Picked off the backboards by Harvey Pinard. Amherst players on the ice are mighty tired right now. Under a minute to go here in the second period. Drawn around behind the net, out the other side. In the corner, played away. Finally, the Amherst able to clear it out over the line to center ice. Picked up by the Rocket. And a pass up the near wing. Farrell enters the Amherst zone off the near boards. In the corner, throws it in on goal. And the rebound, and they score. And pop back out in front. And there was Barry Belay to poke it down inside the back post. And the Rocket have come back and regained the lead.
Don, you know, seconds before they score this goal, you cited how fatigued Rochester looked on the ice. And it's the second period, so it's a little more difficult to get to the bench and complete a line change. That's what happened here. Puck pops out into the neutral zone, and it starts with William Trudeau, who quickly races it right back in. He catches Farrell coming off the bench. Fresh legs for Laval. Amherst couldn't get theirs on the ice, and there was, of course, Alex Berry below for the rebound. And now we've got a 4-3 deficit.
So, Rocket back on top again. Each team with 2 goals here in the second period. That's batted away. And up ice comes Laval. Wide on the right side, Dauphin over the line, chased down by Kozak. It does spin the puck through the slot, coming down the near corner. Hammers dig it out, wrong behind the net. Shot around the far boards, tipped up the wall by Kulik, and out to center ice. 8 seconds to go in the period. Hammers have to rush to get a shot away. In front, tipped up in the air, comes down in front of the net and patted wide. Hammer player ends up in the net as the seconds tick off, and that'll be it for the second period. Well, the Amerks seemingly had battled their way back, taken the lead. However, the Rocket coming back, scoring the next 2, and they've regained the lead. It's still a 1-goal game. Now after 2 here at the Blue Cross, it's Laval 4 and Rochester 3, and this is the Amerks Broadcast Network. Fired up left into center ice. Right back up ice come the Amerks. Moving in a shot.
Over 50 years ago, my family built a place where everybody is welcome, where love is celebrated every day, and family is at the heart of everything we do. Since 1969, we are 3 generations of hard work and care, committed to exceeding your expectations, bringing you exceptional quality, value, and style. I'm so proud of what we do and where we came from. I'm Alec Iavino. This is our heritage. Let us be a part of yours.
The Distillery is Rochester's #1 sports bar, but they have so much more. Daily food specials, signature cocktails, and their famous happy hour. Come into one of their 3 locations and see why the Distillery is Rochester's neighborhood gathering place.
Every boxer knows the importance of having knowledgeable and dedicated staff work their corner. As soon as the doctor put the stent in, I could breathe. I said, "Are you sure I had a heart attack?" And the doctor said, "No, I'm sure you had 3. But the good news is your heart is as strong as ever." I'm still here. I'm still here punching.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Plus, get incredible value from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Why I tell people to work here is about how we are with each other. And we know that how we are with each other day to day in this work will translate into how we are with the people we serve in our programs, and ultimately how they are when they go out into their lives each and every day.
At ESL, your dreams are within reach. The key? Home equity solutions. By borrowing from the available equity in your home, you open the door to an affordable way of financing. With a home equity line of credit, your dreams are within reach. From debt consolidation to home improvements, or even a peace of mind fund, these are just some of the many reasons to open a home equity line of credit or home equity loan. Go to ESL.org or call 336-1000 today.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
You know what it takes for them to eat their veggies. But when it comes time for their higher education, have you thought about what you'll need then? Look into NY529. An easy way to start saving for college, trade school, and more.
At Seeger and Shortino, many new clients come to us through referrals from other clients. So when you need a personal injury, workers' comp, or social security attorney, ask around. We've helped more than 25,000 Rochester area clients over the last 3 decades. Read what our clients say about us online. Learn why they chose us, how the team at Seeger and Shortino helped them, and why we're the right choice for you. Then, call Seeger and Shortino.
This is summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
Here at Criglio's Pizza, we've been slinging slices for 20 years, and we've gotten pretty good at it.
Can I get 2 pep?
Can I have 2 slices of cheese and 1 buffalo chicken?
Can I get 2 pepperoni, 2 cheese, and a crunchy sweet?
Well, I think we still need some work.
At Advantage, we're so excited about our cashback student checking. We've hired an overly enthusiastic mascot. Some members will do anything to get more cash back.
Score!
Oh, like I said, he's a bit enthusiastic. Break away from boring banking. Get up to $120 each year. Apply today at advantagefcu.org.
As we're about to head now to the third period, and the Amherst trailing by 1. They'll be shooting at the net to our left, Levi in goal down to our right. And we're not quite used to this score, 4-3, so 7 goals in this game, which is about how many goals there was in the previous series almost.
Yeah, these two teams known for their defensive prowess and great goaltending, but we've got a bit of a high-scoring affair.
So taken from the draw by the Amherst, Metzel rings it in around behind the Laval net. Rocket back for it, brought away by Lindstrom, and a pass on the right side out over the line to center ice, thrown by Jakai on the far boards, and now to center ice again, but recovered and tipped in over the Rochester line by the Rocket. Down the corner, and behind and on the backboards, Jakai as he slowed up. Amherst reaching in, Yops had it, picked off his stick, but now a hit out over the line to center ice. Wallstrom gets tied up, puck got away from him, Amherst to recover. Back inside their own blue line, Amherst changing it up, both teams actually making changes. Novikov in front of his net, to the right wing side, and a long pass up the wing, and that threw it all the way down in behind the Laval net. Primo plays it aside, off on the near corner, spun behind the net to the other side. Dug off the backboards by Trudeau, as he comes up with an assist on that last goal, and the puck along the near wing is backhanded inside the Rochester blue line. The Amherst pick it up, and a long pass to center ice, bouncing away on the far board, slammed along the wall, and down the Amherst zone. Getting hold of it, Johnson will backhand it, but not out, blocked off the side boards. Tipped around behind the Amherst net, back for Rathbone. In the corner, cycles it to the point, but grabbed and kept in by the Rocket again. Shot around behind the Amherst net over the near wing as they get tied up, and comes out into the slot where it's backhanded but not out, still slammed along the boards, and now they battle for it just inside blue line, dug out by Murray. He'll bring it to center ice and get squeezed out, and the puck dumped all the way down. Back for it, Trudeau around behind his net for the Rocket. As he looks it over, there are changes being made, and up the right wing to center ice to Beck, has a couple of assists in the game and dumped around behind the Amherst net. Levi stops at backboards. A little communication problem there, but able to play it away to the point, but still not out. Kept in and a shot and a goal by Davidson. The rebound scooped up by Levi, held on to, and again we'll have a little discussion going on in front of the net.
Well, the next goal is huge. It's either going to tie the game or risk putting the game away. So Devin Levi standing on top of the blue paint there, making that save, cutting off some time and space for Davidson, and that's what he's going to need to do. That's what the defense is going to need to do. Don, you talked about how the high-scoring affair feels so in contrast to how the season series went. I think the same thing can be said for shots on goal. Laval didn't put this kind of pressure on.
Played behind the Amherst net. Komarov will cycle it around the far boards, but is blocked down in the corner, kept in. Scooped all the way around to the near point now and kept in again by the Rocket. Dumped behind the Amherst net around the far wing. Picked up and carried behind the net. The Amherst have it. Rusek drops it off in the far corner. Clay gets a hold of it, but it's knocked off the end of his stick. A collision of bodies in the slot. Dug out, backhander, and it's blocked away off the near boards, and the shot from the Rocket. Another shot from the right point. Amherst get a hold of it, cleared high in the air and up ice. Ahead left side, Helenius spinning around, looking for help to catch up. Throws it to the far boards, and the Amherst pick it up. Drawn out into the high slot, but cleared away and down ice by the Rocket. Back for it goes Novikov. He'll then feed forward over the line. Helenius moving in. Bumped as he got a shot away, didn't get much on it. It dribbles into the pads. Primo covers up, holds on for a face-off. 17-16 to go in the third. The Amherst trailing 4-3.
And you can enjoy pregame happy hour presented by the Genesee Brewery before every Friday night game. Get $3 12-ounce canned beers inside the Genesee Brewhouse at Blue Cross Arena from 6 p.m. until puck drop. I should also mention, by the way, this is one of our standard ad reads, but if we do have that block party, folks, on Friday, weather permitting, that special will actually be outside on Broad Street, not in the Genesee Brewhouse.
And the puck dumped down ice. Unless the weather doesn't permit, then it would move up there.
Correct.
And the puck brought back into the Rochester zone. So there's a party whichever way you can come out and join in, inside or outside. But the plan is outside. Puck spun around the far boards. That's dumped down the corner as they hammer away at it. In behind the net and off the backboards, drawn around the near wing, and up the right side comes Beck for the Rocket. Back behind the play, a couple of players, one from each team tied up. Puck now dumped down and out to center ice as the puck blocked away, and that was done for the Amherst, who was tied up in that little mix-up behind the net. Shot in around behind the Amherst and recovered by Novikov. Off the backboards, Amherst were held to only 5 shots that second period, while the Rocket had 11. Now turned away, the Amerks pass up the right side, dumped in, on goal. Stopped there by Prevost, slips it around behind his net, comes off the near wing, back at the left point, kept in by Johnson. Wrister in, knocked down off the right pad of Primo. In the near corner, that's dug out, but cleared away by Dauphin, and he'll slip it out of the zone to center ice. Off the near boards to the Rochester blue line, giving it off now. Barré-Boulet tried to pass in front, and making a stop on it. That was Komarov, and he got clipped up high, and it's going to be a penalty coming up here. A shot in, but blocked it up over top and out of play. And is that that was Wahlberg, wasn't it? Yeah, Wahlberg, great stop on that pass. He got clipped up in the face and went to the bench. He's all right, but it is a high sticking penalty coming up here to the Rocket.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, and credit to Anton Wahlberg for getting down and blocking that. Talk about an ultimate sacrifice. You got Barré-Boulet on a 2-on-1, and we talked about how big this next goal is going to be. Wahlberg's selflessness and ability to be a team player is what kept that next goal from belonging to Laval and gives Rochester the chance as they'll go to the power play.
2 for eye sticking. The Amerks with their 4th power play opportunity of the game, 1 for 3 thus far. And the face-off coming up in the Laval zone. Stop by the Amherst Team Store, sponsored by Legends. Team Store open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and, of course, for all Amherst home games.
During the regular season, Laval carried a lead into the 3rd period 33 times. They won 29 of those games. Rochester with a tall order here as they came back to win 2 games when trailing after 2 periods. That said, the Amherst didn't trail a whole heck of a lot through 40.
Puck dropped in the circle as they poke away at it. Drawn back at the left point, kept in. Clegg along the near side. Picked up, and Helenius turns, pass down on the left wing boards. Rusek in the corner, carries it side, and then under front, and an attempt to slam it in, but that's blocked away and dumped out and down ice. So the Amherst back for it. Face down now. Now behind the net on the other side, up the right wing boards, turned in over the line where it's dumped in around behind the net, comes all the way and the backboards and around the near side, reverse behind the net. Amherst got a piece of it but couldn't control. Down the far wing, and it's jammed along and all the way down again by the Rocket. So the Amherst now a minute 18 to go on this power play. Dropped off and carried away. Up the slot to center ice comes Kulik. To the red line, on the left wing, will fire it in around behind the net, comes down the far boards. That's tipped along the wall and shot off the boards away and down ice. So the Amherst again not getting set up here with the man advantage. Back forward, it's carried away by Ostlund. Throws it to the right wing side, continuing on. Clegg will ring it in around behind the net, comes down the near corner. After it, Wahlberg tips it down deep in the corner. A mix up in the corner. 3 players from each team battling for the puck in the corner. Yops being cross-checked from behind. And the puck dropped along the near side. As the puck pulled behind the net, and the Rocket will slam it along the boards and all the way down. So the Amherst back for it again.
You can see Levi's aggressiveness increasing as he comes in front of the goal line now.
Carried ahead, up ice through the slot is Ostlund. Wide to the right side, over the blue line, drops it far boards, back at the point, kept in, pass top of the slot, shot toward the net, knocked down. Oh, a pass to the back door, and that's fanned on as Ostlund couldn't get a hold of it. Out top again, dropped off on the left wing boards, Rosayan out top. It's Metza on the right side. It's a return pass on top. Metza on the near boards. Rosayan takes a look, looking for a lane. Out in front, they jam away at the puck. Primo on his stomach, and he grabs the puck, or on his knees, holds on, and we'll have a mass tackle in front of the net. Looked like a rugby scrum. Bodies all over the place in front of the net. We're down to 13:46 to go in the 3rd period. Penalty has expired. Amherst trailing 4-3, but had a golden opportunity at the back post and couldn't quite finish it. So we have a timeout here. This is the Amherst Broadcast Network.
This is Summer with Nissan. It's a great time to buy at the Nissan Summer Sales Event, featuring the award-winning Rogue and Pathfinder. Now more affordable. Get the #1 shopping experience according to J.D. Power. Hurry to a Nissan dealer today.
Now get a low $249 per month lease on Rogue or get a low $339 per month lease on Pathfinder.
At ESL, your dreams are within reach. The key? Home equity solutions. By borrowing from the available equity in your home, you open the door to an affordable way of financing. With a home equity line of credit, your dreams are within reach. From debt consolidation to home improvements, or even a peace of mind fund, these are just some of the many reasons to open a home equity line of credit or home equity loan. No matter your reason, your answer is a home equity solution from ESL. Apply in branch, go to esl.org, or call 336-1000 today.
Face-off coming up in the Laval zone to our left here in the third period. Two teams right back here Friday night for game 2. Then next Wednesday in Laval for game 3. Puck is in skates and hammered at as the Amherst get a hold of it, able to keep it in momentarily. Around behind the net, Engstrom for the Rocket gets a hold of it, tried to send it up the wall, blocked away from Reinbacher, and now the puck is spun out to center ice. Poke to the near boards, recovered again. Engstrom drops it back in his own zone, and Reinbacher up the left wing will send it through and all the way down. Amherst's back for it. Metza lays it behind his net, out the near side, up the wall. Fiddler Schultz off his skate and down. And that's whistled down. Icing is the call. 13-16 to go here in the third period.
And you deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your Goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan dealership and NissanUSA.com.
Faceoff comes to the right of Levi.
I think you can sense more urgency coming out of Rochester right now. They're seeing that time evaporate from them, Don. It may be a 1-goal deficit. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is hard to overcome against a defensively stout team like the Laval Rocket.
The #1 team in the league over the regular season. Drawn around behind the net, shot out on the near wing and all the way out to center ice. Back for it goes Engstrom at his own blue line. He'll stop and look it over. Pass ahead on the left wing. It's in to the Rochester zone. Spun down the corner. Back for it goes Rathbone. From behind the net, getting tied up there, and the puck on the backboards as Metza hacks away at it. Comes down in the near corner. And spinning back once again, but upended. Trying to dig the puck out, Rathbone, and it's still tied up in the corner. This to the left of Levi. Pulled up the wall, and the Amherst dig it out. However, bouncing pass out to center ice is picked up by the Rocket. Right back to the Rochester blue line. Barre Ballet up the near side, slides it in, and around behind the Amherst net. Back for it, Rathbone. Rounded out the right side, throws it to the near side, and Roseanne up the left wing, over the red, over the blue. Top of the slot, pass on the right side. That's dropped off, and shot just wide off the back post, cleared around the near wing. Dumped in behind the net to the far corner. Amherst got over it in the slot, fanning on a shot, as unable to tee it up was Ostlund. In the corner boards, Ostlund spinning back with the puck. Down behind the net, off of the near corner. Drops it on top. Kept in again, Ostlund along the near boards as they try and dig it out, but back at the point. Pulled away out over the line to center ice. Tipped loose momentarily by Kulik, but recovered again by the Rocket. Pass forward to the Rochester blue line, scooped in on goal. Blocked aside by Levi. Round behind the net. That one cycled around the boards on the near wing, out to the point, but kept in again. Hammered around behind the Amherst net, coming down the far corner. Jacki after it, back at the left point. And a long shot in around, comes out of the near boards. Dumped in behind the net again. Komarov had hopped over his stick, kept in again, pass to the slot. Picked off, the Amherst have it. In front of the net, pass up the near wing. Drawn down over the line by Rusak. However, too far ahead, Komarov couldn't catch up, and the puck recovered by the Rocket. Back in their own zone and on the near side. Thrown cross rink to center ice. Off the left wing and in the Rochester zone, coming down the corner. That's taken and cycled back at the left point, kept in. Shot toward the net. Missed wide, comes down behind. Ooh, a bad hit on the backboards as Kulik spun face first into the backboards. No call. Out of the near point, kept in. And a long shot in, blocked away. Far side getting over Clegg. Bangs it up the boards, out over the line to center ice. At the red line and back on the near wall where it's Murray digs it out. Murray enters the zone. Drops it right wing side. Carried down the corner. Elenius drops it on top. And a shot in, but then into the midsection of the goaltender, Caden Primo, and he holds on for a face-off with 10:46 to go in the third, and the Hammers still trading 4-3.
Well, that hit was on Mason Yobs, and that hit should be a penalty. His numbers are facing Joshua Waugh, who takes his stick, puts it horizontally, and just clamps down onto Yobs, who ends up getting sailed into the boards, and that's a big part of this game.
A top left point shot in, and that's booted wide. Off in the far corner, Yobs is out there. Spinning around, and he's tied up and taken to the ice, and the puck pulled out the center ice by the Rocket. Up the near wing, backhanded in, and around behind the Hammers net goes Novikov. Rings it around the boards out of the far wing. Getting back in the play, Yobs in front of the net, pass up the right side. Picked up again, the Hammers have it. Spun along the boards, but fanned on, rolled off the heel of a stick. And by Metsu, now has no stick, and the puck along the far boards, drawn away out over the line to center ice. Metsu able to chase down his stick, gets a hold of it, and the puck dumped around behind the Hammers net. Off of the far boards, Metsu lays it behind his net for Novikov. Rounded out the near side, pass up the left wing boards. Through the center ice to the red line, sent the rest of the way down. As Warren was wiped out, he gets back up and into the play, comes back, deliver a hit of his own on Farrell. And the puck now is inside the blue line. Hammers dig it out. On the near boards it down the corner. After it there goes Warren. Banging in the corner boards, moving in Fiddler. Schultz trying to chip it loose. In the corner again they tie up. Warren has his stick now, pokes it along the boards on the near wing, and it pops loose into the slot and carried away by Laval. Flipped in the air down to the Rochester blue line. Back for it, pass up the right side again. Pulled in over the line along the far boards. Warren spinning back, pass out in front, and then it's blocked wide, comes down the near boards. We're past the halfway point of the third period. Dumped back on the boards, flipped high in the air and down, and the Hammers chase back for it. Getting hold of it, Rathbone in front of his net. He'll lay it off on the right side, picking up speed ahead on the right wing. And out to center ice comes Kulik in over the line. Backhander in the corner, around behind the net, still has it on the near boards. Draws it out to the point, but unable to get to it to keep it in. Komarov, who has to chase it back at his own blue line. Gives it off once again to Kulik, picks up speed on the left side, in over the line. Austin back to Kulik, and he fanned on his shot. And the puck comes around the near boards. Austin trying to dig it out. They tie up in the corner. Austin in front. Rosean shot. Scores! Rosean stuck it through under the left pad of Primo. Everson tied it up.
Well, what a goal from Isak Rosean. Again, urgency being felt by the Rochester Americans here midway through the period. They've applied pressure in this frame throughout. And Isak Rosean, who was this team's leading point producer, nearly eclipsed 30 goals in the regular season. He comes through here, 5-hole on a goal that I can tell you Primo probably wishes he had back. That one somehow beats him, and the Amerks bring life back into Blue Cross Arena.
Rosean, his second goal of the playoffs. So now, a new game, all even up at 4. Down behind the Hammers net, spun around the near side. Helenius digs it out, throws it cross ring. Out the right side, in over the line, Clegg drops it off on the right wing boards. Out to the point, Komarov's shot, big kick saved by Primo, and the puck all the way down in a race for it. Out of his net, Levi can't get a hold of it. Oh, it's blocked away. Levi out of position. A shot by Kapanen is blocked. And behind the net, who blocked that shot?
Komarov.
All right, under front, Kapanen's shot. Levi with a save, and out the other side, comes down the far corner again. On the boards, out to the point. Kept in on the near side. Pass through the slot to the far boards. Getting a hold of it, the Rocket. On the left wing, slided forward. Gignac turning there, trying to get away from Kozak, is upended. Puck back at the point, kept it again. On the left wing side, feed through the slot. Comes down the near boards and into the corner. Rocket get a hold of it. Kept in, Waugh moving in, his shot across the goal mouth on the other side. To the left point, kept in to the right side. Out with an Engstrom. Carries it on top. On the far boards, moving out, and on the far wing again, spinning around. Trying to center is Engstrom. In the corner, being chased there by Clegg. Drop back and let a point to the right side. Moving in, Reinbacher, high shot, over top of everything, and out of play. Holy moly! What a sequence of events. We're down to 7:21 to go in the third. We're tied at 4, and this is the Hammers Broadcast Network. Fired up left into center ice. Right back up ice, coming
Introducing Delta Sonic Ceramic Exterior Detail, powered by Resistol. 1-year warranty protection for your vehicle's paint, rims, and headlights. Our specialized formula uses advanced ceramic technology to drastically improve the gloss and durability of your vehicle's paint while creating a barrier that prevents etching and oxidation. Delta Sonic's Ceramic Exterior Detail ensures your car remains as stunning as the day you bought it. Visit Delta Sonic Detail Shop today.
Hey, Max Homa.
Hey, Max Homa.
Max.
What now, guys?
You should make us your own personal golf announcers.
Your golf balls.
X-Golf golf balls. Who knows golf better than us?
Professional golf announcers.
I'm getting a drink.
Play the world's best courses while experiencing food, fun, and the most advanced golf simulators only at X-Golf.
Choo-choo to the putting zoo.
No one says that.
Not yet.
X-Golf. Play, train, entertain.
Wow, what a sequence of events there. Hard to even describe. Levi coming out to play the puck. He left the net wide open, and a shot by Kapanen, and diving in front of it, Komarov.
Unbelievable. And again, considering his journey to get back into this lineup, and he goes and makes the play of the game right now, he also deserves the ESL Federal Credit Union save of the game.
That was tremendous. Then Levi comes back and makes another one off a rebound, and so the Rocket had a whole lot of opportunities. Amherst cover up. That's backhanded away on top and over the line to center ice.
Scored by number 18, Isak Rosean.
As the puck tipped out of play, Rosean gets that last goal.
Number 86, Noah Osman.
His first point in the playoffs.
Number 25, Yuri Kulik.
And Kulik adds another point.
And the only way you get to see awesome action like this is experiencing the AHL like never before by watching HD quality streams of every AHL game live or on demand on your desktop, laptop, tablet, phone, smart TV, or OTT device. Just visit FloHockey.com to join.
Kulik with 5 points now in the playoffs after picking up 2 assists in here in this game. 7:05 to go. Face-off coming up at center ice. Now the puck drop. Kulik wins the draw. Back inside of his own blue line to Johnson. He'll play it up the left wing boards, where it's dumped the rest of the way down. Now behind the Laval net. Chase down there and a pass along the far boards. And spinning back. The Rocket have it to the near side. Bounced away out the stick of Mayu. The Amherst get a hold of it. Running over the line. Kulik takes a shot, but that off a stick of Harvey Penard is up and out of play. So another face-off coming up. 6:46 to go in the third period. And we're tied at 4.
You think of how good of a game this is. Just imagine being here again, Game 2, and tickets for the North Division Finals, Game 2, are still available. They are going fast, fans. Visit Amherst.com/playoffs or call 585-454-5335 to secure your seats. Join us this Friday night as this series continues.
Puck dropped, cleared along the near boards, up with it on the left wing side. Wallstrom in the corner as he gets spun around, trying to get back in the puck out in front of the net, but couldn't, as he's tied up in the corner by Weatherspoon. Emmerich Yop's able to cycle it around to the right point, kept in by Rathbone. He'll jam it down in the corner. Wahlberg digs it out along the far side. He gets pinned up on the wall, and now it's blocked to the corner, and then behind the Laval net and around the near side. Long pass through the center ice, picked up Barret-Bollet, will backhand it down, the Emmerich back for it. Turned through in front of the net, that to Johnson, slides a backhander out over the line to center ice. Emmerich player upended, couldn't get away. It's along the near side, back in the Rochester zone. Barret-Bollet takes it at the right point, moves on top, turns, takes a shot. That's knocked down. Comes out of the near wing again. Henri Pinard a feet in front, and a nice tip by Johnson. As breaking up the left side was Barret-Bollet. Along the near wing, where it's golfed in by Rathbone, and the puck is recovered by the Rocket. Long feet up the left side through everybody, tip but no icing. In the corner, Komarov is tied up, and the puck poked along the corner boards. Dug out, Beck trying to dig it loose. Amherst get a piece of it, but not out. Flipped in behind the net, Beck back in the far corner again for the Rocket. His pass taken off the wall by Warren, and the Amherst work it out over the line to center ice. Spin around, dump in, around behind, the Laval net done chasing. On the heels of Reinbacher. has it in the far corner. Moving in is Hervé Pinard for the Rocket, but pulled to the backboards and behind the net. Dunn for the Amerks digs it out. Lays it back, left point. Clegg with a shot, goes wide, rebound in front, and a scramble for the puck. Knocked loose, cleared out of the zone. And all the way down and back for it go the Amerks again. Here's Clegg up the right wing and over the line, giving it off to Fiddler Schultz. Throwing it around behind that, under 5 minutes now to go in the third. On the near wing, brought forward by the Rocket. Not over the line, pass on the left wing side, into the Rochester zone, and a shot missed the net. Comes down behind. Off the backboards, into the near corner, Gignac, but he dropped back at the right point, kept in, long shot from there. Oh, they score! A shot from out top by Mayo, tipped at the back post, and now it is a 5-4 lead for the Laval Rocket.
Well, this game continues to go back and forth, back and forth. Logan Mayu is such a gifted offensive defenseman, and at the top of the blue line, Laval, like you talked about, Don, just has bodies in front of the net. And in this case, it's Oliver Kapanen. Had an assist earlier in the game. Here he gets one through on a tip. Nothing Devin Levi can really do there. It changes direction inches in front of him. And the Amerks are going to once again have to get that foot all the way down on the gas pedal as they'll look to tie it.
All right, so Mayo took the shot, but it was definitely tipped,
yeah,
right?
It's Kapanen's goal.
Kapanen, all right. And that'll be his first. Played 18 games in Montreal to start the season, then they sent him to the Swedish League, and he came back now at the end of the season and joined the Rocket.
What an interesting year.
Yeah, very interesting shot all the way down. Amerks racing forward. Rusek will get there first, so no icing. Backhands it behind the net. Kozak in the near corner, back at the left point, taken and dropped off on top, and a wrist shot in, but hits a body in front. Now pulled away, and up ice come the Rocket. Tipped the rest of the way down in the corner. We're down to 4:05 to go. Amerks need a goal to get back in it again. Up the right side for Kozak, draws it forward, but recovered by the Rocket. Off on the near side, over the red line, where it's dumped in by Lindstrom around behind the Amerks net, out of the corner, back for it, taken by Novikov for the Amerks. Up the left wing side, and that was cycled out the center ice by Austin. To the far boards, gets a return pass, drops it off. Here's Rathbone, digs it out, he'll work forward, gets slowed up. Pass, that blocked away, and now taken away, in a goal, moving it Austin, but it's tipped away before he could get the shot off. Cleared around to the far point, kept in now by the Amerks, and now it is blocked away out over the line to center ice. Amerks back for it along the far boards. Poked that in over the line, it's dropped off, the Amerks have it. Back in their own zone, we're at 3:20 to go in the third. Backhanded in over the Rochester line, where it's taken now by the Rocket on the left wing side in the corner. Pass in front for Waugh. Shot, getting it off the right pad is Levi, and the Amerks brought it forward. That turned up the right wing side. Back along the boards, shot in but wide, coming down the near corner. That through to the left point where it's kept in. Out top, Komarov to the right side. Shot toward the net, but blocked coming down the corner. We're under 3 minutes to go. And out to center ice, Amerks back to recover. Pass on the near wing. Scooped in over the line, down the corner. Taken down the far corner boards, and ahead to center ice comes the Rocket over the red line. Shot around behind the Amerks net, comes out on the near wing. That's dropped down in the corner. Out in front, the Amerks take it. Pass on the right side. That's through to center ice, Murray with it. To the red line, slides it in over the line, coming down the corner. Mayo getting to it. Sends it high off the glass and down, and a race to the puck. Getting to it first, Farrell for the Rocket. His shot in. Wide, comes behind the net around the near boards. Hammers get it to the blue line, but not out yet. That's turned down the corner, getting a little bit Farrell again. Backhands it behind the Amerks net around the other side. Return pass to the near boards, back at the right point, kept in by Mayo. His shot. That's knocked down and out over the line to center ice. Recovered again by the Rocket. Fired in around behind the Amerks net, comes down the near corner. Clegg digs it out, 2 minutes to go. Amerks needing a goal here. Pass on the right side, over the red line. Shot in around behind the net, comes down the near corner. Kandata off his stick, blocked in behind the net. Off the backboards and around the far wing. And the Rocket get a hold of it, flip it away to the blue line. Out over the line to center ice. And turned ahead on the left wing into the Rochester zone. Wide and comes down behind the net. 1:40 to go. Puck on the backboards, Dunn bumps the puck carrier, and the puck pops loose in the corner and then tied up again. Metza watching on, looking to dig it loose. Still in there as the puck on the backboards, and the Rocket doing a great job of wasting time here. Metza finally pulls it away. Up the right side to center ice, Amerks have it. Shot in wide of the net, that'll be an icing call. brings the face-off back in the Amherst zone. 1:17 to go, and the face-off will be back in the Rochester zone.
And you mentioned what the forwards for the Rocket were doing, just pinning themselves in the corner and absorbing the punishment of the checking, of the aggressiveness from the Amherst, who are trying to win that battle. This is the area of the ice you don't want to be in, and should the Amherst get an opportunity on a rush here, I would not be surprised if Michael Leone is forced to pull the trigger immediately and get Levi off.
From behind the net out the near wing. And in the corner, Barry Belay is squeezed out. The Amherst up with the puck. Up the far boards, but taken away again. Another shot in, grabbed by Levi, drops it behind his net. Shot hard around the boards out of the near point, but kept in by Lindstrom. Behind the Amherst net, into the far corner, 55 seconds to go. And here goes Levi heading to the bench. The Amherst getting the extra skater out. Dropped off and ahead to center ice up the right wing. That's fired in around behind the net by Roseanne. Down the far corner as they jam up in the back boards. Amherst get a hold of it. Drawn back at the left point, taken now by Rathbone. Metz on the right side, one-time shot, and on his knees, grabbed by Primo, holds on. 37 seconds to go here in the third period.
Well, that shot taken on a one-timer from Yuri Kulik, and get ready as the Amherst are going to exercise their timeout. Kulik is there, and he is just a little wide. He's a little too close to the perimeter on that one-timer. He has some terrific career numbers against Laval. Has a lot of goals against Jacob Dobesh, not so much on Caden Primo, but there's an opportunity here, and I'm sure it's Vinny Prospel who is fronting the instructions on this timeout. I would think the idea is to try and get that over to Kulik for a one-timer as quick as possible.
Hey, stop by your local Advantage Federal Credit Union to get your Amherst debit card. Every time you use the card, a portion of each transaction is donated to the Villa of Hope, helping to support our local youth in Rochester. So, talk about an important face-off. With 37 seconds to go, and the Amherst need a goal. Trailing 5-4 in a seesaw battle here at the Blue Cross.
Really has been. This feels very different than what we saw against Syracuse.
It'll be Yops in for the face-off.
Biggest draw of the game so far. Yops has done a great job in the dot throughout the postseason.
Puck is dropped. Pulled out into the slot on the far boards, trying to get a hold of it, Kulik. On the far side, jammed up against the wall, 28 seconds. As they hammered along the sideboards, but still tied up. Now spun around behind the net. Lindstrom will ring it around the boards on the near wing, and it's out over the line and down, and it'll be whistled down. So an icing call, bringing the face-off once again down into the Laval zone to our left here in the third period. Amerson, your Stop DWI program. Hope you and remind you to be sure if you're out tonight, have a plan to get home safely. If you've been drinking, don't drive, get a ride.
This is where the Amherst would want the face-off too. In the left circle versus the right, it frees up Kulik to get over to the right side and open sooner. Now that last draw was a tie-up, so a big opportunity here for Rochester.
Yops again for the face-off.
If you're watching this game on FloHockey, look for Kulik to slide over to the right side. He's not going to go to the dot right away should the Amherst win this draw. He may not go there immediately, but he's going to get closer to that ring.
Puck is dropped, poked down into the corner. There's slipped on the corner boards, round behind that. Murray digs it out, pass out in front, tipped away, moving in Roseanne with a shot, and that's off of something up and on a play. And now we're down to just under 10 seconds to go.
Man, we talk about mistakes and how precarious you have to be. Laval made one there. They turned the puck over in the corner. Brett Murray scooped it up, and Roseanne with a shot last second. I believe that was the stick of Laurent Dauphin, who in midair, he had his stick ranging, and Roseanne's shot, it came off the ice, but deflected off his stick and out of play.
So the face-off coming to the right of Primo, is looking to maintain his perfect record against Rochester this year, and the puck dropped back at the point, shot in, hits a body, knocked down again on the near boards, backhanded out and down ice, and it is an icing call, but time runs out, and the Amherst come up a goal short in this one. Well, very tough one to lose for the Amherst. They had battled back a couple of times, and things were looking pretty good, but the Rocket had something else to say about it, and showing why they're the #1 team this season in the American Hockey League. Final score tonight, Blue Cross Arena, Laval 5, Rochester 4. Post-game coming up next, and this is the Amerks Broadcast Network.
Security attorney, ask around. We've helped more than 25,000 Rochester area clients over the last 3 decades. Read what our clients say about us online. Learn why they chose us, how the team at Seeger and Shortino helped them, and why we're the right choice for you. Then, call Seeger and Shortino.
Local legends work to win, deflecting challenges, defending titles, doing whatever it takes. We believe in the power of our team. We succeed by delivering for our fans. The local legends of Rochester originated here. Bob Johnson has always called Rochester home, and the Amerks have always been Rochester's team. Let's go, Rochester.
With a goal and an assist from your Rochester Americans, number 56, Cale Clegg. And the first star tonight with a goal and assist from Laval Rocket, number 91, Oliver Kapanen.
Hey, Max Homa. Hey, Max Homa.
What now, guys?
You should make us your own personal golf announcers.
Your golf balls.
X-Golf golf balls. Who knows golf better than us?
Professional golf announcers.
I'm getting a drink.
Play the world's best courses while experiencing food, fun, and the most advanced golf simulators only at X-Golf.
Choo-choo to the putting zoo.
No one says that.
Not yet.
X-Golf. Play, train, entertain.
Frank's Basement Systems is the all things basement-y company. Since 1985, when Frank started the business, over 48,000 New York homeowners have trusted Frank's Basement Systems to fix their basements. Basement waterproofing, foundation repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Call Frank's Basement Systems today for all things basement-y.
At Seeger and Shortino,